where you can listen from any device. Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports is powered by the official voice of Rams Athletics, Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Rams Baseball is also sponsored in part by the Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. Red Lake College. Save thousands on your college education. Log on to rlc.edu. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a Hospital. Raising the Bar. Winning Edge. Schmidt Ford of Salem. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Landers Collision Centers of Mount Vernon and Salem. Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac of Mount Vernon. And People's National Bank.
Play ball!
It's time to join Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski for Mount Vernon Rams Baseball. From the Ford Square WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, the Landers Collision Center's pregame show starts now.
And good morning on the road at Highland. It's Highland Senior Days. The Mount Vernon Rams pay a visit. The Rams looking for the 19th win of the year. Highland looking for win number 21. Good morning, Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside WMIX and WMIXSports.com. As the Mount Vernon Rams prepare for these Bulldogs. This is your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. We'll come back. We'll talk more about this matchup between the Mississippi Valley Conference's Highland Bulldogs and your South 7th Conference's Mount Vernon Rams after a quick break. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
Registration for fall classes at Ren Lake College is going on now. With more than 100 degree and certificate programs, RLC can put you on the fast track to a new career or to continue your education. More affordable than four-year universities and private schools, you can save thousands of dollars at RLC. Our trained academic counselors will make sure you're on the right path, whether you plan to transfer to a four-year university or head straight into the workforce. Walk-in registration continues through August 15th. Call us at 437-5321 or find us online at rlc.edu. Ren Lake College, your journey starts here.
Whether it's Mother Nature's inability to decide on a season, a weekend that got a little out of hand, or just life, there's always something looking to damage your vehicle. This is Chase Landers from Landers Collision Centers. Maybe winter weather turned your full-size sedan into a compact, or a little hail has your truck looking like Swiss cheese. Perhaps a deer decided to go for a ride on your hood, or maybe your truck is missing its hitch and bumper after pulling your little brother out of the ditch last weekend. Did a bad breakup leave a little graffiti on your SUV? We hope not, but we've seen it all, and we certainly don't judge. Whatever mess life has created for your vehicle, we'll clean it up. As a direct repair facility for many insurance companies, we take care of just about everything, even getting you into a temporary vehicle while we restore yours. That's the Landers difference. Top to bottom, big or small, Landers fixes them all. Come see us in Mount Vernon and Salem and ask us about free detailing for the life of your vehicle. Or call 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
Yo. Welcome back, WMIX, WMIXSports.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside his Senior Day, as expected here from Highland. Final day of the regular season in classes 3A and 4A. Today, the Mount Vernon Rams looking for win number 19 on the year before heading into the Mount Vernon Regional next week. To do that against a team like Highland, D.C., a very good team, 2008 state champions, of course, far removed from that. Some 6 years ago now, but for this Highland team, well coached, expectations always high, and here on their home field in the final day of the regular season, it's going to be tough.
Coming in with a record of 20-13, and again, this is their 34th game. They're going to miss their total game limit by one, so two teams between them that are going to get 69 regular season games in. That's a rarity when you get that many in Southern Illinois in the spring, and a Highland team out of the Valley. We see a lot of the Valley teams, all of them but Jersey during the year, and very competitive group of baseball players and baseball program here. And again, they're going to throw their ace at Mount Vernon today, another number one. So we'll see what Mount Vernon does against an ace from Highland here today.
Well, we'll see. And, of course, they have a couple of kids going on to play collegiate baseball as do the Mount Vernon Rams next year. However, we take a look at this one a little bit closer. Landers Collision Centers, big or small. Landers fixes them all. Call 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS. Of course, for the Mount Vernon Rams, we'll get to know their batting order here in just a moment. Presented by the Page Agency on Crown View in Mount Vernon. Call for help, go to 242-7000 or log on to PageInsurance.net. Glick Park, a bit of a different viewpoint for us. Of course, we sit atop the first base dugout. So sitting on top of the Mount Vernon Rams right now, hoping that obviously this holds. It's a well-built facility. I say that in jest, but a different perspective, a great field that we look down upon, and a great program here today in the Highland Bulldogs out of the Mississippi Valley. So you get a great look. This will be the fifth Valley team on the Rams schedule this year, though only getting to see 3 of them due to the weather and various inclinations. But for Mount Vernon Rams baseball, a great test before heading into a tough regional.
I would agree. This facility, of course, you get to sit on the first base dugout. You're going to hear some chatter, some talk below us as we are sitting right over the top of the Mount Vernon Rams dugout, and this is an outstanding facility, Glick Park as it is known, and all kinds of different sports things and facilities in this wonderfully built park next to the rec center. And this particular baseball field is 330 down the line, 365 to the gap, 380 to the center. A baseball field like we are used to at Brendan Klein Field in Mount Vernon. So a great facility, and you get an opportunity every year to come up here and experience this and experience playing a team from the Mississippi Valley Conference. You can't ask for anything more to test the Mount Vernon Rams here in 2014.
Well, certainly no doubt about that. The Highland Bulldogs today are 20-13. The Rams are 18-15-1. As these two teams close out their regular season. Of course, against Mississippi Valley, the Rams are 0-1-1. Looking to get to 500 against the MVC. You think of Highland, you think of Waterloo, you think of Triad, Jersey, of course, Civic Memorial, and Muscuda, all very good baseball schools, and Highland no different with their recent successes.
Well, and again, you look out right field, the banner from 08, 3A state champs. They won everything, the Valley, the regional, the sectional. They won state, 3A, and as we know from the experience last year, getting to state in Class 3A is not an easy task, and of course, when you look at it, Triad has to go through a Highland, or Highland has to go through Triad usually to get out. And then if you get to the sectional, you deal with some, obviously an Apollo team or a South 7 team. You get out of that, you got to deal with a Bloomington Springfield team, and then you get to state and probably play a Chicagoland team. So it is a very difficult task, as Highland knows, as Mount Vernon knows, to get out of a 3A regional and get to a sectional and then get to the super and then the state.
Well, and going back to the game in front of us right now, the Mount Vernon Rams and the Highland Bulldogs, you think of it as big day for some of these seniors, and try not to let that be a distraction with the commencement exercises tonight at 8 o'clock.
Well, you also look at Highland. Of course, we talked about yesterday's Mount Vernon Lady Rams softball team that, you're playing your last home game. Now, of course, Highland will host a regional next week, so technically not their last home game, but last regular season home game for the Bulldogs here. And on the other side, the Mount Vernon Rams, their seniors, of course, tonight will ride the bus back and go out to the high school for graduation tonight, get that going. And you got a lot of things going on tonight with pictures, with family, going through graduation, getting done, and celebrating. And a little distraction, I'm sure, for a couple hours to get them out of thinking about that, what they're going to wear, what they're going to look like, who they're going to be with, pictures. So it's a nice distraction for them, and hopefully for the next couple hours, Mount Vernon can come out here and jump on top of Highland early and get something going and go back with smiles on their faces after a win here in Highland for graduation.
Well, definitely a neat experience to be able to come to a park like this, the setup that they have, great facilities. So we take all this in consideration, the fine facility, the fine park, the fine everything. You can say that you played here, and of course, when you take a bigger look at the assessment of this 2014 season as a whole, you take a look at this postseason coming up. The Rams will get to play in their own regional at home. First time that's been done, since 2008. So they will have the Marion Wildcats on Thursday, so you get a bit of a layoff. As we'll see in the starting lineups in just a moment, this game today allows for the establishment of a rotation heading into the postseason.
Well, it does, and allows for something else to change. And this game at the end of the schedule is very good for both teams. 2 premier programs in 3A, Central Southern Illinois, that both these two teams get to play each other, and they get a gist of how good each other are just by sitting here playing each other.
There we go. So we need to take a look at the Page Insurance batting orders. Call for help. Go to 242-7000 as we meet the Mount Vernon Rams lineup today.
Leading off, as usual, a very similar lineup to what everybody's been used to lately. Ryan Campbell lead off at shortstop, followed by Reed Millwood at second, and Thomas Weber, the catcher. Batting fourth, Jake Pike at first. Blake Jones will be the pitcher today, and Braden Smith, the designated hitter. batting for Connor Story, who will start in right field. Derek Hayes bats 7th at third base. Zach Giants in left, bats 8th, and batting 9th, center fielder Zach Brookman for Tim Holloway's Mount Vernon Rams.
There you go. Defensively, it's Will Greenwald, Joe Duncan, Andrew Winning from left to right in the outfield, Nick Falconbush, Cody Bentledge, Tyler Kimmel, Brendan Stanfield from third to first. Matt Augustine does the catching for the pitcher Grant Geppert today for the Highland Bulldogs. Dressed in their whites, all whites, red numerics trimmed in black caps with a red H emblazoned on the front of the cap.
It's a legit baseball field. Not a lot of foul territory down the line. Lots behind the backstop here, as it should be. And this an outstanding facility. Thick Kentucky bluegrass on the infield. Wonderful, wonderful facility. Well mowed and manicured, and we are ready to go for baseball right on time.
Ready to go indeed. And, of course, Grant Geppert is 3-3 on the season, puts a 2.71 ERA on the line. He struck out 41 while walking 33 here in 2014. It'll be Ryan Campbell lead off in the top of the first, followed by Reed Millwood and Thomas Weber as the Rams look to get started. It's all brought to you by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Find them online at ComFirstBank.net. Find us here in Highland as the first pitch catches the inside corner of the plate for 0-1 here to the Rams shortstop on WMIX Mount Vernon.
Here's Jeff Schmidt for Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac of Mount Vernon.
I think for those people that have been shopping BMW, Mercedes, Audi, the other luxury lines, those are fine.
Junior shortstop leads things off. Center fielder playing straight away as we get started here from Highland. This one will be ripped right into center field. It'll be a single for Campbell on an 0-2 pitch.
Now we're sitting above, and we heard Coach Holloway talk to his team before taking infield about getting out on top, doing some things early instead of having to play from behind. And I think that's one of those things that this Mount Vernon team has done a lot this year, fall behind. He told them, why don't we get out to the lead and see how different it is to playing from in front of instead of behind us.
Would certainly be nice if you're a Rams fan. Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. A bit of a leadoff at the first base bag for Campbell. Bunt dropped by Millwood. First play is the first. And 1-3 on the sacrifice as Millwood bunts Campbell over to second base.
Nothing wrong with that. That's kind of been the M.O. in the last month, where if somebody gets on in front of Mr. Millwood, he has that pinch hit to drop down that sack bunt and advance to the runner.
Yep. Thomas Weber here in the inning has an RBI chance with the runner on second, one out in the top of the first. No score yet between the Mount Vernon Rams and the Highland Bulldogs. So glad you could join us on WMIX and WMIXSports.com. We'll get to the archive at some point. We do promise. A little behind this week. So sorry for the inconvenience. Here comes the first pitch on the way. It's going to be just a bit high to the Ram catcher. It'll be 1-0 to Weber. Trying to get you updated on some stats. Weber is now batting .295 on the year. Has started all 34 games, now 35. So wave and miss at the 1-0 pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Ram catcher with an RBI chance as Campbell led off the inning with an 0-2 pitch right up the middle for a single. See Jake Pike. Should the inning get that far? Here comes. 1 miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Weber. 1A and 2A regional championships. Some of them well underway by this point. Many getting started, some an hour or two away. You should know your sectional semifinalists by about 2, 3, 4 o'clock this afternoon as Weber will take a ball. Count is 2-2 now to the Ram catcher. Jake Pike on deck. Could see Blake Jones, the pitcher, here in the inning. We'll get to know the Rams defensively in the bottom half of the first. Out of the stretch, the right-hander will come. Swung on a miss, and there's your second out. It's a strikeout for Weber to bring in Jake Pike.
Geppert turned it up a notch there. Brought a little extra heat there that time. Tall, strapping lad, about 6'2". High socks out there, black socks, high pants. Got a body to grow into over the next 3 or 4 years, wherever he wants to end up.
Safe to say, Jake Pike will finish the regular season as the team's RBI champ with a runner on second. He'll take a pitch up for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. That's 35 runs batted into this season. The reason I say it's safe to say is the next one in line has 18, so 17 in the game to tie would obviously be a state and probably a national record as well. Here in a game like this. Here comes. Pitch on the way. Pike will send that foul on the first base side. It will make the count even. A 1 ball, 1 strike with a runner on and 1 out in the scoreless first.
Highland won the Valley last year, but then got beat by Triad in the regional. Triad, of course, got beat by Mount Vernon in the sectional final. That's the issue of Highland and Triad always running into each other.
1 ball, 1 strike coming. High fastball waved at and missed. 1-2 now to Pike. 2 outs, the runner aboard here in the top of the first. No score yet. You know the Highland batting order also in the bottom half of the first. It'll be presented by the Page Agency on ground here in Mount Vernon. Call for a health quote, 242-7000, as Gephardt is out of the stretch with the runner on second. Here comes. Fouled off to stay alive, and we'll see the 1-2 again. So a second chance at 1 and 2. Second chance autos are great. Rams supporter. Find them on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. They've been around for over 34 years. That large selection of pre-owned priced at $10,000 in one location and bank rate financing for all. Gephardt looks back to the runner on second. Here comes. Ooh, lifted in the left field. Shouldn't be too much trouble. And it ended up almost being trouble for Greenwald. Had to turn to make the catch after going the opposite way. And that'll take care of the Rams. They strand a runner in the first. No score. This is Mount Vernon Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Here's Jeff Schmidt for Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac of Mount Vernon.
The 2014 Cadillac CTS is a Motor Trend Car of the Year. That car is just phenomenal. The interior is just unbelievable. The performance and handling, the style, the safety, engineering, I can't say enough about it. It's truly a remarkable car. I'm very excited about it. And we love to give test drives, and usually the people that test drive them end up buying them.
Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac of Mount Vernon, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Your spine is a miracle of engineering, so when pain strikes, your body is telling you to get help fast. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois is proud to feature their spine care team. Doctors Kowalski and Smith, the professionals at Orthopedic Center, specialize in back and neck pain. So put our spine care team on the job. Find out more online at orthocenter-si.com. Stop the pain, fix the problem, and enjoy life again. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
Welcome back, WMIX, WMIXSports.com, as we head to the bottom of the first. No score yet between the Rams and Highland here on the road at Glick Park. Waiting to meet the Bulldog batting order, courtesy of the Page Agency in Mount Vernon.
Leading off will be Cody Bentley, followed by Nick Balkenbush and Joe Dunklin. Then it's Grant Gephardt, the pitcher, Brendan Stanfield, Tyler Kimmey, then Chris Klosterman, Matt Augustine, and Andrew Winning for the Bulldogs of Highland.
For the Rams defensively, it's Zach Gine, Zach Brookman, Connor Story left to right in the outfield. As we get to know the rest of the defense, Blake Jones fires the first pitch fastball up and in for 1-0 to Bentledge, followed by Balkenbush and Duncan here in the home half of the first. Hayes, Campbell, Millwood, Pike from third to first, Weber behind the plate. And now this is going to be a smash ground ball to second. Here comes the throw over to first. Good play by Millwood. 4-3 is your first out.
Good to get one in the book if you're an infielder and at the start of the game, get one hit at you, and then he proceeds to throw it to first, and then Pike throws it by Campbell short on the throw around. Tough to do that again. Little bus lag coming up this far. One out here in the bottom of the first. And that'll bring in Mr. Balkenbush, who's a starting third baseman today, being honored before the game as one of the seniors here at Highland. It's a very successful program. First pitch off speed, in there for a strike. Down the lines, 330, and the gap's 365 and 380 to dead center field. Around the infield, Hayes, Campbell, Millwood, and Pike. The outfield left to right is Gines, Brookman, Story. The battery of Weber and Jones pop up on the infield, and Jake Pike under it for the second out. Makes the catch. Quickly 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. 2 scores of interest already in the book. Regional final, girls softball. Goreville beats Joppa 10-0. And Harrisburg beats Murfreesboro 2-0. Harrisburg wins their 13th regional championship in 14 years with that win over conference rival Murphy. That'll bring in Joe Duncan, the center fielder, up curveball over the plate for strike one as Blake Jones continues to work ahead here in the first part of this first inning.
Looking pretty good thus far. Fastball seemed to be working early. Got a quick ground ball, then a quick pop-up. 2 outs here in the first. Nobody on for the Bulldogs. Duncan, the center fielder, with a 0-1 count. Here comes. He'll take low. It'll be 1 ball and 1 strike. Scoreboard update a moment ago, presented by Tony Wiltz, your State Farm agent. You heard about how the Harrisburg teams did. Of course, the Bulldogs streaking right now in high school baseball. A team the Rams did not see this year nor last year due to the weather, of course, at Redwood Park. This year just not on the schedule as a swinging strike makes it 1-2. But you can find Tony Wiltz always at some point, whether it's TonyWiltz.com or in his office, 242nd and South Water Tower, or even if you look for the white State Farm Jeep around town, and get to a better state with State Farm. Jones hoping to get the Rams to a better state here into the top of the second. 1-2 pitch going to be lifted into left center field. tailing toward the left fielder Giants. That's going to get the ball back all the way to the wall. Around first, headed for second. It's Duncan. He's looking to maybe turn it to 3. He'll stop at second with a 2-out double.
That ball was on a laser out there, split the gap. Left and center fielder had to run, get it to the warning track, 360 feet away from home plate, and Geffert, the pitcher, or I should say Duncan, the center fielder, gets the 2-out double, and now Geffert, the pitcher, the lefty, will be in the box to try to help out his cause here, maybe with a 2-out hit for the Bulldogs.
As we wait the left-handed batter, Grant Geffert, the pitcher, waiting his first pitch. Blake Jones is 2-3 on the year, 2.43 ERA, 35 strikeouts, and 11 bases on balls. Of course, we got that off the Mount Vernon Rams Max Preps page. We appreciate Tim Holloway for entering the stats game in and game out. Here comes the first pitch to the bat, nothing he won. Nothing in one the count. 2 outs, a runner on second. Bottom of the first inning. No score yet from Highland. The Mount Vernon Rams wrapping up their regular season. We're having the Marion Wildcats on Thursday at the Mount Vernon Regional. 4:15 will be your pregame. 4:30 is your first pitch. Here on your home for every pitcher, Mount Vernon Rams baseball, AM 940. Also online at WMIXsports.com. As out of the stretch will come the sophomore right-hander. Looks back at second toward the runner. Joe Duncan on a 2-out double. And now the 0-1 pitch will miss low for 1 ball, 1 strike.
Quick 2 outs in the inning, then the double. Bumpy road. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's Blake Jones has been called upon to do some things, and usually is able to make it happen. As a 2-3 record, got a big win against West Frankfort all the way back in April, near the beginning of the month. 8-1 win, if I recall correctly. The runner's going to go on the pitch, and this will be fouled off, hit and run and wasted. Yeah, Duncan probably should have let that. He was in, or I should say Duncan was in the third easy. Geffert should have probably let that pitch go because Duncan had a huge lead and a secondary lead on top of that. Jones needs to vary his delivery time and look second. Might be a time to try to backfire pick him off somehow.
1 ball, 2 strikes. It's exactly what they'll try to do. Just gets back in the nick of time, does Joe Duncan. He doubled with 2 outs. That was a laser in the left center field. A few pitches ago. Meanwhile, Blake Jones, sophomore, trying to get the team out of the inning. Not much damage here in the bottom half of the first inning from Highland. Very gracious as Highland always when we make the trip over, whether it's for girls basketball or baseball, as this will be an error on the pickoff attempt. Into center field it goes. Misplayed by the center fielder. Now the run's going to try to come in to score. No play at the plate as Duncan slides in safely. And on an error, Highland takes a 1-0 lead. 2 errors. Yeah, you're right.
2 errors. Double error that time. One from Jones. Pickoff throw. The second was in the dirt towards the shortstop side. That goes into center field. And then, of course, Brookman runs up to make a play and bobbles it a little bit. So a double error on that play allows Duncan to score, and the Rams are down 1-0 here in the bottom of the first.
Definitely not the way you want to have to battle back from behind on something like that. So now, just like that, 1 run on 1 hit with 2 errors now, the 2 errors belonging to the Rams. Jones, if you look for the silver lining, at least out of the windup now, as the 1-2 comes, and just like that, gets the strikeout. So Highland scores first. Here, we are through 1-0. Bulldogs on top. This is Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
This is your local State Farm agent, Tony Wilt. I want to thank Mount Vernon and the surrounding area for continuing to support us over the past 5 years. If you have never sat down with someone to go over your insurance program, let me invite you into our office. Let us show you what working with the industry leader, represented by a local agent, can do for you. I'm located just off 42nd Street. You can reach our office 24 hours a day at 242-1421 or on the web at tonywilt.com. Thanks again, and go Rams.
Back to Mount Vernon Rams baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
Welcome back, WMIX, WMIXSports.com. We head to the top of the second for Blake Jones, Braden Smith, and Derek Hayes in the Ram lineup. Out to see Grant Gephardt, the right-hander with the left-handed bat for his second inning.
Well, Mount Vernon got the 2 quick outs. We had a double, an error, and a double error, I should say, on that same play. And Mount Vernon gets down 1-0, and time to battle back here a little bit. You give one away there.
Blake Jones has had a bit of a hot bat as of late. He's .384 now in the season. Takes a pitch up. It'll be 1-0. Jones does have 3 triples, 3 doubles. He's had 38 hits and 99 ABs. Out of 111 plate appearances. This will be a ground ball foul, third base side. E23.
Yeah, probably.
Probably is going to come up with it over there. Goes it over to Coach Hawkins.
Coach Hawkins everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
He moves constantly. He is one of those, swing and a miss, that would make Coffee nervous.
No doubt about that. Of Brett Blondie ilk. We said that same thing about Coach Blondie in the Benton game. His Rangers trying for a regional championship today. As Jones almost had a base hit. Good backhanded grab by the second baseman. And Jones beats it out. Yep. He did.
Base hit. Good call by a younger-looking umpire, one we haven't seen in a while. The young guy made the calls right on top of it.
He did.
Blake Jones with a leadoff single, infield hit variety, and Braden Smith will come in. Rams need some spark here. Tired of playing from behind early in ball games.
So in will step Braden Smith, the right-handed DH, and now he'll lift one into left center field. That could be trouble. That's going to fall for a base hit. It'll be extra bases. Good play by the left fielder, Will Greenwald, that time. Probably saved it from being even more bases. It ends up as a double, and back-to-back base hits give the Rams 2 RBI chances.
Now that was smoke. Greenwald was on his proverbial horse, and it was California Chrome trying to catch up with that one. And even in his sprinting and hustling out there toward left center to get that ball, he still could get up with it. Then when it landed, he made a heck of a play to catch, turn, stop, and throw. I mean, that was an amazing little turnaround to get back in quickly and hold that to a double and no run scoring.
Oh, now that will bring in next in the order, Derek Hayes. Hayes is batting. Has seen his shares of successes. Then some at the plate as he will stand in. 2 on, nobody out. 1-0 is the count as that pitch missed. See if we get out of Gephardt out of the stretch. Here comes. Swung on a miss. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Community First Bank of the Heartland. Home of free checking and high yield interest. It's the 1 account. 1 means more. Community First Bank. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC. Top of the second, 1-0 Highland on top. 1-1 is the count with 2 on and nobody out for Hayes. As they'll look at a strike into the middle of the catcher, Augustine. It's 1-2.
Where Gephardt last inning when there was a runner on, he turned it up a notch. Here with 2 runners on, he seems to be buckling down again some more.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 on, nobody out. Here comes. Going to mess up. Evens the count at 2-2. You can watch the Mount Vernon Township High School graduation tonight on WMIXSports.com, WMIX94.com. All presented by Rim Lake College. It's at 8 o'clock tonight. It'll be inside with no threat of rain. Or outside. Let's clarify that. Outside with no threat of rain. Outside. Don't want anybody confused. The J.D. Shields Memorial Stadium, as it always is when it is outside. Here comes the 2-2 to Hayes. That'll be up, 3-2.
Where is it again?
It is outside. Just want to make sure there is no confusion after my mental slip. That is OUTSIDE. Outside. .com. BasesOnBalls.com now for Derek Hayes.
Oh, wow.
It'll be the bases loaded and nobody out for Zach Johnson.
And it should be a good night tonight.
Yep. First Rim Lake College can save you thousands on your collegiate education. Log on to rlc.edu to find out how. Bases loaded, nobody out in the second. Rams definitely a chance to tie in or take the lead. It's a quick ground ball to third. He's going to get deep there on the play. As Smith beats out the third baseman who was trying to figure out where to go. They could see the run. It's tied. I think the third baseman may have forgotten the bases were loaded.
Yeah, I think he did too.
Not a mental error.
Yeah, a little mental error. Smith goes to third. Of course, Jones scores. Hayes is out at second. Now we get a visit from the coach as third baseman forgot what was going on. Giants reaches on the fielder's choice, no RBI.
A couple of mental miscues early in the game, and now it's tied 1-1 here, Mount Vernon and Highland on the road if you're just joining us. One game only today. Keep the Rams within their 35-game limitation as set by, I believe, the National Federation High School Association. So the mound is presented by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Dr. Eric Black and staff, of course, proudly support the Mount Vernon Rams, Lady Rams, and the local community. Number 9 batter now with the 1 out. It's Zach Brooklyn. 1-1 is your score. Runners at the corners here for the Rams. We'll see what they do. See if they are aggressive here on the base path. Of course, you think of the Mississippi Valley, you think of the great baseball they have, but because of having to meet up in the regionals, you very rarely see the teams that should get out.
Well, it's, much like Mount Vernon and the South 7, Triad and Highland get to see each other quite a bit up in here. Makes for a tough regional. These teams up here have a tough regional, and others kind of have the skate through.
Pitch comes. It's a bunt laid down by Brookman. He'll take everybody up the line. This is going to be a great bunt to score a run, and on the sacrifice, three unassisted?
No.
Either way, a run scores.
3-4.
3-4. Never saw what happened to it. Just saw the run come in and score, and Brookman almost beating it out.
Yeah, they had some issues there. First baseman and pitcher were charging on a ball bunting his motor closer to the pitcher's mound, and the second baseman had to come over, and anywho, Mount Vernon gets another run. It's 2-1 Rams now. And you see, a little different look after that first inning miscue, double miscue. Rams feeling a little bit better about themselves right now in the second.
That they are. 1 for 1 is Ryan Campbell, a single earlier in the first. Now batting again here in the second with a runner on second base. An RBI chance as the count becomes 1-1. Campbell took a strike that time, a strike on the inner half of the plate. Gephardt out of the stretch to the right hand. Looks back to the runner, Giants on second. Here comes the pitch. Ooh, that was good. It was 1-2.
Gephardt can bring it when he wants. Down 2-1 now.
Rams running back to the top of the order here in the second. 2-1, Rams on top. Gephardt trying to get his team out of the inning. This one's going to be popped up right side. Could be trouble. Second baseman will give chase. Kimmel will come away with a nice grab as his hat blows off. Rams played 2 here in the second to take a 2-1 lead. This is Mount Vernon Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hey, it's Brittany here, and I have a very special guest on the phone with me right now. It's Roy Schmidt from Ford Square King City Chrysler. Hey, Roy.
Hi, Brittany.
Roy, over at Ford Square, you have some amazing things going with the Lincoln vehicles. Tell me about that.
Yes, we do, Brittany. On the 2013 Lincoln MKZ and the 2000 Lincoln MKX, we sold 13 of these last month, and we're out to do the same this month. And we actually went out and purchased about 6 or 7 more of them from other dealers. The big thing going right now with them is 0%, plus you get $5,250 cash back on the Lincoln MKZ, the sedan, and then on the MKX you can get 0% plus $6,250 on the MKX. So it's a great opportunity right now for someone that's looking for a Lincoln.
Very nice. Well, Roy, if somebody wants to take advantage of these deals, where can they find you at?
We are at 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, and we're open from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday and 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. during the week.
That's at Ford Square, King City Chrysler.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball.
Welcome back, Glick Park in Highland. The Mount Vernon Rams take a 2-1 lead as we head to the bottom of the second for Brendan Stanfield, Tyler Kimmel, and Chris Klosterman in the Highland lineup. The Rams got 2 back there in the top of the second. Pretty good inning for Rams baseball offensively with back-to-back base hits to start off, then a walk with the bases loaded, and then able to bring those runs home. And right now, nothing one as the count to Stanfield took a strike. Here comes the next one on the way from Blake Jones. Change up that time. Swung and missed, 0-2.
Blake usually starts out pretty well every game, comes out firing out of the gate. Key for him will be when he reaches the second time and sometimes third time through the order.
0-2 the count. This one lifted into left field. Giants will take a different angle on it and come away with a grab.
Well, the wind blowing straight out to left field today. As an outfielder there, you're going to have to maybe play a step or two back and understand that when you're going back on the baseball, that ball's going to blow a little bit further, so you can't lock your legs or get standing still. You got to keep those feet moving out there with the wind blowing at you.
So now 1 out, nobody on for Tyler Kimmel, the second baseman. Here in the home half of the second, 2-1, Rams on top. Highland, of course, that run is unearned to Blake Jones as the pitch comes, fouled off, front-footed. It'll be 0-1 to Kimmel. Winning Edge has a great assortment of Rams apparel, including Rams snapback hats. See what they have at winningedgeusa.com in terms of being able to customize just about whatever you need for your employee team. Make that call to the bullpen to Winning Edge. Lose your pencil, did you?
Well, had an itch.
I see. That'll happen.
I'm going to use that underneath the equipment.
Good times. 1-1 coming, fouled off. Out of play. It'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Kimmel. Klosterman, the DH, on deck. He bats for Greenwald, the left fielder. Beautiful day here in Madison County. Couldn't ask for a better day. Don't be so surprised. The 1-2 comes inside. The even count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 the count here in the second with 1 out and nobody on as the Jones pitch comes low, full count. Rams are back in action on Thursday as part of the Mount Vernon Regional. They get the Marion Wildcats. Carbondale and Heron will play at Carbondale on Monday at 4:30. Centralia and the winner of that game on Wednesday. As it's popped up on the full count offering, Pike's going to get chased toward the fence, and that one will just sneak out of play toward the concession building. And we do it again on a full count, 3-2.
Ran out of real estate down towards the fence.
I'd certainly hate to judge. That was over there. That's going to come up with that.
They were not. They didn't have a very good effort at all.
That was not appropriate justice for the end of that foul ball. This is going to be a walk now as that misses low. So 1 out walk to Kimmel brings in Klosterman, the designated hitter. 1 out, 1 on now in the top group of bottom of the second inning, a 2-1 ball game. Rams got 2 runs in the top half. They'll have 2, 3, and 4 coming up in the top of the third.
Nashville softball leads Chabot 2-0 after 2. Freeburg leads Nashville baseball 1-0 after 1.
Interesting.
There's all kinds.
Lefty Klosterman, of course, will stand in. 1 on, 1 out here in the second. Here comes the pitch on the way. The pitch is low and away to the left-hander. 1-0.
Marion leads Belleville East baseball 1-0.
Doubleheader today, I believe.
T-Town over Robinson 8-0 early in baseball. Corville leads Hardin County 4-0 after 1 in softball.
Scoreboard updates presented by Tony Wiltshire, State Farm Agent in Mount Vernon. This is going to be ripped into center field. Brookman will pick it up and fire it in, and that will be a single to put 2 on.
That was a hard hit pitch. It got too much of the zone up. Lefty Klosterman lined it into center field, and here come the Bulldogs back out Mount Vernon. Down 1 with first and second and 1 out.
Tony Wiltshire, State Farm Agent in Mount Vernon. Find him on the corner of 42nd and South Water Tower. Worldwide at TonyWilt.com. Or try to find that white State Farm Jeep around town and get you a better state with State Farm. Bottom of the hour here on WMIX Mount Vernon. A free service from Withers Broadcasting.
Easy.
Forgot about that.
Easy.
Well, the wind is starting to get the...
Free Central leads Westcliff 3-1 in the second.
That's interesting.
That's one of those that's shocking.
Central's well coached. No doubt about that. Just trying to put it all together at the right time, as are these Mount Vernon Rams. 2 on, 1 out. They go for the pickoff attempt. Not in time at second base. His
very close.
Right hand was just in there.
Yep. Had that runner scattering off second. A little bit bigger play there as Mount Vernon tried to pick off again. That one was right on the mark. Kimmy snuck that left arm back in.
Did everything they could but tug the runner from getting back. 2 on, 1 out here in the second. 2-1 score. Rams on top. This will be a strike on the inside corner.
Highland is usually a very aggressive team on the bases. They usually get big one-way leads, and then they get secondaries when they need to. They usually do a very good job of being aggressive with their leads and running on the bases.
No balls, 1 strike. Nicely done.
Yeah, that's an old trick. That particular play is about as old as dirt. Where you run the shortstop in front of the runner, shield his eyes, and then you let the second baseman creep over. And the trick is the pitcher has to go when that shortstop shields the runner.
Nothing in 1 the count. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That's going to be a strike in the outside corner this time. Nothing in 2 the count. 2 on, 1 out. Here in the bottom half of the second is Highland now playing from behind as they trail 2-1. Community First Bank of the Heartland, the official voice of high school sports. Find them online at CalFirstBank.net. Read all about that one checking, free checking with high yield interest.
Now Vernon tries again. They're going to keep that runner close at the second. He's, again, it looks to me, Kimmy's got eyes on moving on to third, whether he steals or gets a good secondary lead.
0-2 coming. This one is foul over the backstop behind home plate.
Well, okay, Chabot softball having a rough day. They've sent nine hitters to the plate. They've all turned around, went into the dugout. They've struck out 9 times.
Macy Ingram. Macy Ingram's pretty good.
Yeah.
And Holzhauer waiting in line behind her as the 0-2 comes. Now, Dobbs to stay alive, nothing to 2 the count. 2 on, 1 out here in the second. If you're just joining us, it's a 2-1 ball game. Just one game today here for the Vernon Rams and Highland Bulldogs. Traditionally a scheduled doubleheader, but weather's been so good, scheduling's been so great these past 3 years. Not often you see them play both. No balls, 2 strikes. Here is the count on the batter, Matt Augustine, the catcher, Andrew Winning on deck for the Bulldogs. Here comes the Jones pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop. Campbell off the hop, fires over to first. Good stretch by Pike, and there's your second out on the 6-3 put-out.
Wasn't hit hard enough to turn 2, kind of a 3 or 4 hopper. Campbell coming in on it. Couldn't get the guy at second. Had to go over to first for the safe out. Of course, you get an out. That kind of limits the damage, hopefully, in this case. Don't want to make an error there and give a run and bases is loaded or something silly like that. First and second, third with 1 out.
2 on, 2 out. Runners on second and third for the Bulldogs here in the bottom half of the second inning. Blake Jones out of the stretch trying to get his team out of this miniature jam that they've built. Popped up, foul toward the third base dugout. Hayes will give it a check for good measure. Who's got to play?
Carterville leads Massac 1-0 after 2. A softball.
I hate to say it, that's probably the game I'm the most interested in seeing the outcome.
Well, I mean, if Mason Ingram strikes out 21, that would be something.
Oh, yeah, that would be pretty incredible.
As I said, Jabot usually has a gaudy softball record, and then they lose it
for
the season, yeah.
Nothing in 1 the count. As this is swung and miss. Chases the low pitch. Nothing in 2 to Andrew Winning.
Great junior high program over there at Jabot with St. Peter and Paul. Usually a Class S softball power. But Nashville's Nashville.
Nashville is indeed
some of them outfielders,
Nashville.
they have fielders for Nashville. They don't take their glove out there when Macy goes to the circle. That's the legend is.
2 on, 2 out, nothing in 2 the count as this is going to come high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Waste pitch.
Yeah, that's a good miss. See if they're going to chase, defending the plate.
Love the setup out here.
Triple play turned by Stu Strauss over to Neoga.
Nice.
5-4-3 variety. Just now in the fourth. Baseball.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count as that's going to come low and away to the right-handed Winning. The right fielder.
Crazy kind of day. The print and the TV media, I don't know how they do it. Because they've got to be in about a zillion different places to get everything they need to get covered if you have the right teams and the right combinations.
2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 aboard here with 2 outs in the second. 2-1 is your score. Rams on top, and that's going to be a called third strike. Great pitch by Jones, well located, well framed by the catcher Weber. So the Rams get out of the inning. Highland strands 2. We head to the top of the third. 2-1 Mount Vernon. This is Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
Women's health care just got closer to home, right here in Salem. St. Mary's Good Samaritan Women's Health Care and OBGYNs Dr. Deborah Carson, Dr. Doug Combs, Dr. Jamie Plett, Dr. Elizabeth Bayer-Nolan, and Dr. Michael Schifano are seeing patients every Tuesday at the Salem Family Health Center. That means you'll have a full range of OBGYN services close to home, including prenatal and wellness checks, incontinence treatment, and family planning options for when your family's complete. Plus, access to state-of-the-art Da Vinci robotic surgery for quicker recovery and less pain after hysterectomy. Ladies, your health is important, so why not get OBGYN care right here close to home by St. Mary's Good Samaritan Women's Health Care. Call 1-877-456-2496 to make your appointment. That's 1-877-456-2496.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball.
WMIX, WMIXSports.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. As we head to the top of the third, it's Millwood, Weber, and Pike due up in the Ram lineup. They lead it 2-1. Millwood takes a ball in the dirt. 1 ball, no strike to count. Grant Gebert, the pitcher, had a 2.71 earned run average coming in. Trying to get above the 500 hump here to end the regular season as Millwood gets a piece of one into center field. That's going to actually fall underneath the glove of the center fielder. Millwood's thinking, too. And this, I'm not going to give that in there. That's going to be a double.
No, it got under the glove. He misjudged that ball.
Yeah.
And he didn't lay out. He tried to bend over at the waist and come up and get it like Hunter Pence does for the Giants. And unfortunately, he didn't meet the ball. The ball bounced in front of his glove for leadoff double from Millwood. A lot of good swings from Mount Vernon through the order here, now heading their second time with number 3 hitter Weber up.
So a double from Millwood makes an RBI chance for Thomas Weber with nobody out as Millwood led off at the base hit. Here comes the first pitch to Thomas. He'll take it up for 1-0.
Here's a guy, beginning of the year, was on fire. Needs to get that swing back.
This other guy suffering from the Hugo jinx. After a game, I joked with him about his Scotty statistics. Seems like things have kind of fallen off since then.
Yeah.
2-0 is the count to Weber, the catcher, a runner on, and nobody out here in the top of the third. A good chance for the Rams to add to this 2-1 lead if you're just joining us here on AM 940 and WMIXSports.com. And an ended early Saturday sports show did this morning. We'll have the archive up for you as soon as we can on WMIXSports.com. We talked to Tim Holloway, Doug Creel, Lance Bolt, and Clint Turner this morning. 3-0 the count. It's a hitter's count for Weber. A runner on second base, nobody out in the third. Gebert's pitch on the way. Looks like it misses low, and that'll be a walk. So 2 aboard now for the Rams. And Jake Pike will stand in, the team RBI leader.
Didn't want to mess around with Thomas Weber too much. Neoga and Windsor Stu Strauss baseball scoreless after 4. Kind of a shocker because Windsor Stu Strauss has been beating everybody up there multiple times. Now the Rams,
of course, you get those schools together, anything can happen.
Well, I mean, they all like playing each other 35 times a year, too.
But they do. They're all right there together.
Now Highland will corner in. Middle is back to the double play here. The Rams have first and second and nobody out. Mr. Pike at the plate.
See if Pike can do some damage. 2 on, nobody out in the third. Here comes the first pitch out in front. It'll be 0-1 on the swing and miss.
Now, interesting. You start off curveball that time, but you haven't looked.
You have Windsor right there. Stewartson and Strasburg right there. And there's a quick blacktop there to Neoga. Yeah. So, I mean, they are all familiar with each other, no doubt, in that regional championship game. I forget where it is even. 0-1 coming. It's in the dirt. It'll even the count here to Pike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right. I like that.
Harrisburg wins their 13th regional in 14 years.
No.
Central leading Westland 4-1 in the third.
I wondered about that this morning. We talked about it on Saturday Sports Show. As a strike call, we'll turn Pike inside. It'll be 1-2 to the Ram first baseman. 2-1 the score here in the top of the third.
It's always interesting to look back and see how many teams are playing in regional finals on the baseball schedule. And Mount Vernon right now has got a lot of 2A teams that are playing today.
Oh, yeah.
DuQuoin, Benton, Central. Right out of the gate. That you can think of. Murfreesboro.
That's just quick thinking.
Yeah. I mean that's
not even going down through the schedule, seeing who all you can remember. 1-2 coming. This one's going to be lifted in the left field. That's going to turn around the left fielder. The wind got a hold of that one. It's to the wall. 1 run's going to come in and score. Here comes Millwood. Weber around third. Pike's going to stop at second. He gets his 36th and 37th run batted into the season to make it 4-1.
That ball lasered on a rope out to left field. The left fielder went left, went right, spun, took off. He didn't have a good route at all of that one. He's been fooled multiple times out there on fly balls today, and that time that ball's lined over his head. And Jake Pike gets 2 more RBIs driven in, and the Rams are up 4-1. Nice to see Mount Vernon with some lightning early in the ball game.
No doubt about that. I like the type of lightning. Doesn't cause a delay, as it's a 4-1 game now. Jones will stand in looking to help out his own cause. That's just foul down the third baseline. It'll be 0-1 to BJ. He singled and scored his last time, so he has helped his cause already.
He's wanting to do it again. Big opportunity here for Mount Vernon.
Beauty First Bank of the Heartland, free checking, high-yield interest. It's the 1 account. Find it at any of the 5 Jefferson County branches up to Beauty First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. 0-1 the count. Runner on second. 4-1. Rams on top. But the biggest stat of the inning could be the fact that yet nobody out.
Well, Geppert's been up in the zone. I mean, he's had smoke on it, but that smoke has been easy to see and hit because it's been getting a lot of the plate. Now Vernon's had very good swing on him this morning.
1-1 the count. Runner on second and nobody out here for the Rams. They've scored twice in the inning. Pike had a 2 RBI double a second ago. Extends the Ram lead to 4-1.
Pulled up 7-0 on Chabot in softball, so that one's going to go in easily.
They'll check on the runner at second, and that was a throw that actually came to the second base side of the bag in terms of position for the shortstop. Jones will dig back in. Spread stance that he has. The right-handed sophomore pitcher today has a 1-1 count. Here it comes from Geppert. Popped up. Could be the first out of the inning on the left side. Third baseman Balkenbush will back up to make the grab, and there's the first Ram out. Out. Just underneath it.
Now, Brady Smith will come in, doubled and scored the Rams' second run in last inning. Rams getting a lot of ABs early in the lineup. A lot of guys getting looks early. The lineup turns over.
Joint bunt with Smith taking third base is Pike, and he is safe.
That bunt attempt was to finagle with the catcher. Pike snuck in, a really good throw by the catcher. Augustine made that play a lot closer than what it should have been.
That's a good throw.
Good footwork by Augustine.
1-0 the count now to Braden Smith. A runner on third, one out here in the top half of the third inning. Rams have already doubled their offensive output. As this will be popped up right side. First baseman Stanfield going to give chase. Makes a sliding grab. Pike's going to tag up. Here comes a play at the plate. Going to get away. It's 5-1.
Sack fly. F3 sack.
Can't beat a foul out that's productive.
Well, that's one of those as a fielder. You got to understand the situation. You know, yeah, it's a great catch. You slide out there behind first. You're back going to there. You got to understand the situation. That might have been one there. He might have let that drop because as he's catching and sliding away down towards the fence, Pike's going to be running. He's got about a 120-foot throw. That's one of those you might just let drop because you may not throw out the runner, and now Mount Vernon has 5 runs.
First pitch will come to Derek Hayes, low and away for the right-hander, 1-0. And that's a case where he rushed the throw, trying to get it home, and then takes a couple of hops, skips past the catcher as it did, and then the run scored.
I think you got to let that drop. You got to understand the situation over there.
Oh, yeah, we've talked about this plenty of times before. 2-0 now the count as it's dirty to Derek Hayes. 2 outs, nobody on.
And don't get us wrong, it was a heck of a catch.
Oh, yeah.
But you have to understand the situation. You're running away towards the fence,
going
right
away from
downhill,
your body as you start to slide
and the field's sloping that way. You can't make a good throw.
Physics make that not such a great play. At the end, as it's 2-1.
Mike count. Credit him for tagging.
Sure.
A lot of kids with this age or younger would stand there and gawk and not be ready in position. That's a good play on his part.
Another strike across the inner half. Good bender there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Rams have scored 3 times in the inning to make it 5-1. Or 5-1. Yeah, 5-1.
Twitter's on fire today with all the scores.
Good. Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. As the 2-2 is going to miss high. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. We won't let you down, we promise.
Porterville's up big on Hardin County. 6-zip softball middle inning.
Flats, who have nearly doubled our following this high school sports year, as the full count pitch swung on a miss. A foul tip, and the catcher hangs on even. Well, the Rams score 3 more times here in the third to take a 5-1 lead. This is Mount Vernon Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
You need a great quality new-to-you vehicle. There's a reason why Second Chance Auto has been helping put families into affordable, dependable vehicles for over 34 years. Honest, fair deals. Ain't nothing fancy, just great vehicles with warranties and bank rate financing for all. That's the only way Second Chance Auto will do business. They're receiving new vehicles every day. So be sure to stop by and find out how you can save thousands on the total cost of your vehicle. Helping people get in a great, dependable vehicle for over 34 years. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582.
WMIX Sports is your home for the Mount Vernon Rams, powered by Community First Bank.
Welcome back, WMIX and WMIXSports.com. 5 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for the Vernon Rams, but the key stat, only 2 left on base as we head to the bottom half of the third for the Bulldogs of Highland, who trail 5-1. We get back to the top of the order with Cody Bentlich, Nick Falkenbush, and Joe Duncan here in the lineup. This is going to be lifted in right field, actually more of a liner to Connor Story, who makes the grab. How about Blake Jones there? 1 pitch, 1 out here at the top of the third.
Well, that's always good. You got a 4-1 lead, and somebody's willing to get up there and hack away, and Bentley just swung at the first 2 pitches. First pitch every time is 2 at bat.
Falkenbush will stand in. Empty bases, 1 out. Bottom of the third inning, 5-1 the score. You corrected there. I misspoke a moment ago. It has as many runs as Community First Bank of the Heartland has locations in Jefferson County. As the 1-0 pitch to Falkenbush is fouled off to even things up at 1-1. You can find Second Chance Auto in the King City on Route 142 East. No fancy sales gimmicks, just honest deals and bank rate financing for all at Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Fly ball into right center field. No problem for Connor Story getting the start today with Blake Jones pitching. And right now finds himself the defensive star of this third inning with 2 outs.
Well, it would be nice to see Blake Jones have a quick 1-2-3 inning. And, you know, at this time, it's the time of the year, you'd like to have a starting pitcher go deep in a ball game. Of course, he'll stay in if he doesn't make it through pitching. He'll go out to defense, of course. But you'd like to see him go 5-6 innings here today, maybe.
2 outs, the base is empty. It'll be Joe Duncan, who faced a similar situation back in the first and doubled. Now takes a strike on the inner half. It'll be 0-1 to the Highland center fielder. Goes out of the windup has been very effective as we wait the 0-1. We lined up. Nope, there's a good stop by Campbell. Quick turnaround throw, not going to be in time, and that's going to be an infield single for Duncan.
Pretty good play to get to it to his left behind the bag, and had to make the play, then get up and spin around to get a throw off. And for them, it's an infield hit.
Very good range that time by Campbell. That one started to, probably would have died in the outfield
grab. I tell you what, nobody's getting cheated today at the plate. I mean, everybody's getting some good swings and making good contact. Not a cheating kind of day.
That was a pitcher, Gilbert. Looking to help himself. Struck out his last time. They check on the runner at first. Nothing doing over here.
It looked like Duncan had ideas to go elsewhere.
Nick Huntley acquired by the Orioles just now.
Nick Huntley?
Yeah.
Ooh. That came off the bag on a hard tag.
Yeah.
Nick Huntley from the Padres. Goes to the Orioles. For Troy Patton. The Orioles throw a bird not in time. First again. I'm telling you, the Orioles are playing for 2014.
Oh, yeah.
So you make a trade like that in May, and the Padres are thinking, here we go again. Of course, you got 5 or 6 organizations in Major League Baseball trying to, the brand on the field's not very good. They're trying to build up bottom up.
Right.
So, and I think San Diego's obviously one of them.
Came across as a notification from my MLB app as it's finally got a pitch to the plate there. Trying to keep the runner at first base honest with 2 outs. 1-0 the count to the pitcher, Grant Geppert. 2 outs, a runner on here in the bottom half of this third inning. 5-1, Rams on top. They've scored their 5 runs over the past 2 innings. Had 2 errors that ended up in a Highland run back in the bottom half of the first. Have rebounded nicely.
Yeah. Wow. Freeburg 6, Nashville nothing. Baseball in the third.
Front row is the 1-0.
It's all about momentum this time of year.
It is.
And Freeburg get that win against Althoff, and they're no strangers. They were an absolute powerhouse and have been for years in the late 80s, early 90s. No stranger to baseball success or the Mitchell.
As the 1-1 comes, it'll be a check swing, fouled off third base side. Hayes is going to make a run over toward the fence, unable to come up. It'll be 1-2.
Dirty. It'll come clean.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the bottom half of the third inning, a runner on first. Duncan actually got the infield single with 2 outs. Now Blake Jones is a strike away from getting out of the inning here. Of course, it was a strike away last time that Duncan got on with 2 outs. I like the idea of keeping him on first. Tell me as many times as you need to. I won't get impatient, I promise. Not that it's about us. As the 1-2 comes, going to miss off at the plate. Try to get him to chase the outside pitch. It'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes. With 2 outs here in this home half of the third inning. Glad to be with you from Highland here at the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios. They returned to Mount Vernon on Thursday, but not before a stop in a Heron on Tuesday for Lady Rams softball versus Carbondale. Fouled off left field side now as it scoots toward the outfield and out of play now as it goes over the fence onto the park bench.
Park bench along the walking track here. Nice drive up here today. That is, wow. Softball strike over Steelville 6-1 in the third. Nashville leads 7-1, so not everybody struck out for Chabot. Perfect game was broken up in the sixth when Chabot scored their run. Freeburg over Nashville 6-0 in the third. Baseball. Golly. Who'd have thunk that?
2-2 the count as this one is going to be into center field for a base hit. Stopping at second is Duncan. It'll be back-to-back two-out hits.
You know, that's what I said. You look at Murfreesboro loses to Harrisburg. Nashville's getting shelled at home. Windsor Stu Strauss, who's beating everybody's brains out, is scoreless after 5 with Neoga. I mean, postseason, streaking, graduations, courtesy running out first for Gefford. Just an amazing time of year when you think you've got everything figured out, especially in baseball, softball this time of year. Momentum, summer, all kinds of things happening.
2 outs to a board now for the Bulldogs as Brendan Stanfield will stand in. He flew out to left his last time up. 2 outs to a board here, trying to get some runs back in the bottom half of the third, trailing 5-1. Rams JV lost across the town to the Bulldogs 6-1.
My goodness, how fast they play that game.
Started early, Scott Gamber says. He texted me asking me if I could tell Tim or Quinn to send the bus. Probably having difficulties reaching them during the game, obviously. As nothing to one is the count with 2 outs and 2 aboard. But the JV goes down 6-1 as this is a front-footed ground ball. Shouldn't be a problem for Weber. He'll fire with the first in time, and that gets the Rams out of the inning. So the Bulldogs strand a pair here in the third. Still 5-1 Rams. This is Mount Vernon Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
Bill, where are we going? We're trying to find my ATM.
We just passed an ATM.
But that's not my ATM. I lose $4 if it's not my ATM.
Make any ATM your ATM. Introducing free Kasasa Checking with monthly rewards like cash and ATM fees back in your pocket. Visit trykasasa.com. Kasasa.
Visit People's National Bank or peoplesnationalbank.com for your Kasasa Checking. Member FDIC.
Bad credit, no problem. Auto Mart of Salem is here to help. Auto Mart of Salem is your local shop here, pay here headquarters. Quality cars, vans, SUVs, and trucks in stock now. All credit applications are accepted. Shop here and pay here at Auto Mart of Salem, 1819 West Main, Salem, Illinois. Shop online at automartofsalem.com or call us at 618-548-8611.
Back to Mount Vernon Rams baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
Welcome back to Highland. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside WMIX, WMIXsports.com. We're happy to broadcast just about anything. You've seen our sports repertoire, but we also are more than happy to deliver messages between coaching staffs whenever the bus needs to be transported from one field to the other.
Well, the JV game took, 20 minutes?
It seems that way.
They must have played the runner at second and 2 outs every inning.
Well, I'm not a guy that likes to interrupt coaches during their work, so I am not going to mess with them about a JV game being over, but yeah, it's over already. We cannot believe it. It took about 20 minutes tops.
They played every inning with a runner at second and 2 outs.
New softball tournament rules with international tiebreaker.
Yeah.
This is going to be an inside pitch and a strike to Zach Giants, who leads it off with Brookman and Campbell to follow. That or to the top of the fourth.
Everybody had to swing at the first pitch. Couldn't take anything. That was getaway. It was minor league. It's like in spring training.
Brooker gets to go tell him.
Yeah, well, he's not doing anything. But, I mean, it's like in the minor leagues where you had that last game before you head to the big park to start the season. Swing and get out or you're going to be fine. So that's a strike. He's not doing anything.
No.
He's probably listening to us down there.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Zach Giants. He'll walk tonight in the graduation.
I think he was working on that as Giants swings and misses.
I
think Brock was working on that walk down to tell the bus driver, hey, you got to go get the JV kids. Their game ended in 45, 50 minutes.
Yeah, crazy. I guess I could tell the other coach this has been done.
Yeah, don't leave. He'll be mad.
Here comes the first pitch to Zach Brookman. He'll foul it off, and it's 0-1 to the Rams center fielder. Community First Bank of the Heartland, free checking, high yield interest. For one account, one means more at Community First Bank. Always bank on your hometown team. Here comes the pitch. Looks like that might have deflected off the shoulder.
Yeah.
So down to first will go Brookman. He's had a productive day.
Yeah, there he is again down there at the bottom of the order, causing havoc. Runner at first and one out. Bus driver has been told he or she will have to drive across town. What do you mean it's done? Well, it's done. We're just telling you.
Yeah. Unless it's some elaborate scheme by the JV coach, and I can't fathom that would be the case, as Brookman gets the secondary lead off first, as it'll be a first pitch strike to Ryan Campbell. 0-1 the count. Campbell's 1 for 2 today. He's singled and he's popped out. Rams lead at 5-1 here in the top of the fourth inning. Spring Lake College powers our video streaming tonight for the Mount Vernon Township High School graduation as the 0-1 pitch. Will be a ground ball to short. They're going to try to turn 2 to second for one, to first for the other, which is not in time. We'll go down to 6-4. There goes Brookman. The Campbell's on base. With 2 outs now for Reed Millwood. He doubled and scored back in the third inning. And already batting again here in the fourth. Benton leads Johnson City 2-0 after 3. Roxana beat Piasaw 4-1 and 8. Nashville down 6-0 after 3. Scoreless, Neoga and Windsor's 2 Strauss. Bottom of the 6th in baseball. Out of the stretch with the runner on first. Geppert's pitch is on the way. Going to just miss low for one and Millwood, the second baseman, with 1 on and 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. They'll check on the runner again. As we near the 12 o'clock hour in Madison County, Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski on WMIX Mount Vernon. Holly Carroll back in those Mount Vernon studios as the 1-0 pitch is en route. Fouled off toward the first base side. That'll scoot out of play.
It's wedged off the tee. Millwood swung at that one, kind of all inches above the ground. Roxana beat Email in baseball 4-1 and 8.
Who?
Roxana beat Email.
As they'll check on the runner at first, that'll get away down the second. We'll go. Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
That's Ray Sweetman.
Yeah. 4-1. The Shell. That's a program there starting to gain some traction. It's a little slick over there at the oil refinery, but they're starting to gain some traction over there. Very unique colors for Roxana.
1-2 pitch coming again, and this is going to be gunned down at third base. Caught stealing to get out of the inning. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning, 5-1 Rams. This is Mount Vernon Baseball from WMIX Sports.
How can we keep the people we love safe and secure in their own home? Let the Medicine Shop's home medical equipment team help you with all your mobility and specialty product needs. They provide mobility products like motorized scooters, wheelchairs, and home stair lifts. The Medicine Shop's expertly trained staff can also provide car and van lift installations, and they offer a full service repair facility for medical equipment, whether you purchased it from them or somewhere else. Here's pharmacist and pharmacy owner Eric Black.
We service a 60-mile radius area, so a pretty wide area. We service orders from several area hospitals, and we have the staff in place that really sets us apart. We have 3 respiratory therapists and 2 seating specialists to help with seating on wheelchair and power chair needs. And we just feel that we have the staff and the warehousing and the facilities in place to really set us apart from any of our competitors in the area.
The Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Streaming worldwide at WMIXsports.com. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
We head to the bottom of the fourth. Mount Vernon on top of Highland by a score of 5-1. For the Bulldogs, it'll be Kyler Kimmel, Chris Klosterman, and Matt Augustine in the lineup. So we will have the 6, 7, and 8 spots in the lineup against Blake Jones, who's pitched pretty well today. Only 1 run unearned, as it may have been. Has only surrendered 4 base hits. Bulldogs have stranded 4 runners.
Matter of fact, leads Carterville 2-1 for errors.
That'll do it as it's a first pitch strike to Tyler Kimball. He walked his last time.
Man, there's some good games today. Golly. Mary Belleville East playing baseball.
Another strike inside half of the plate. 0-2 now to Kimmel.
45 pitches after 3 for Blake Jones. Another quickie would help him stick around in this one.
Bottom of the fourth, 5-1 ball game. Out in front of it on the strikeout. It was a wild pitch, but out in front. Good. Oh. Throw will come well outside the bag. Yeah. Mike tried to stretch to hang on, but couldn't come up with it. It'll be a strikeout, and then
such a great block by Weber. Knocked it down, kept him in front, had to grab it out of the grass and threw it wide right of Jake Pike. That goes an E2, third error of the day on the Rams. Still up 5-1, though. Highland's not taking advantage. All right?
Yeah, stab myself. Try to erase.
I had a good one. Speaking, I got to tell this story as they switch runners. I got this story. So this thing I do at school we call air writing. I said, okay, we got to write this word, air practice, write it and tell it. Kid said, my air writing pen's broke. I said, really, where do you buy one of those at? He goes, air writing store. Thanks. That was, you talked about that pen. He goes, what's broke? I said, how do you know? Wow. Hadn't heard that excuse in 15 years. 7 years using them with this particular reading program. Never heard that excuse.
That's pretty good.
Where do you buy one at? I don't know. Air writing store. Okay. Anyway, wow. I mean, you stabbed yourself.
As the first pitch seen by Klosterman, the left-handed DH is going to be in the left field, and not a problem for Giants. He'll make the grab for the first down.
Oh, can of corn. Rotated phrases. Irving.
Trying to remember who told me that story.
Why they use that. Oh, Nashville's up.
Buck Martinez, too.
Yeah, Buck Martinez. Nashville's up 9-1 on Jabot in softball. See them next week. Ooh, Effingham leads Centralia 8-5 baseball after 3.
1 on and 1 out to the Bulldogs. In steps and quickly into it. Lift in the left field. Giants will make the grab off of the bat of Augustine, and there's your second out.
We've confirmed the JV game took hour and 20. The way Highland and Mount Vernon are playing here, they're cruising towards that. Must be a rule up here. 3-3 Westland Bree Central baseball after 4 from a new Twitter follower. Appreciate that, dude. He can play a little bit. Nice. Mr. Alex Smith has followed us. Marion leads Beast into 3, game 1, 3-0. That's a team on a roll, fortunately, for Mount Vernon.
Yeah, they're starting to play pretty well right now.
Yeah.
We hope that this leads to some momentum in the King City. Not sure what's going on now.
Yeah, they got to get somebody to protect the catcher. They got the pitching coach down there with the pitcher and the catcher, but nobody to protect the catcher. Even though the bullpens here are inside the field, they're about 320 feet away from home plate, but you still have to have somebody down there. It's like San Francisco's park. They forgot to wear the bullpen.
It's low and inside to the right-handed Andrew Winning. He struck out looking his last time up. 1-0 is the count here. 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. 5-1 Rams on top. A runner on first. Rams, in theory, should have been out of the inning, however. As he will get a pop-up here. Could be trouble. Will it get down? Nope. Campbell's going to call everybody off from the skin of the grass and make the fourth out. We head to the top of the fifth. It's 5-1 Mount Vernon. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC.
Registration for fall classes at Ren Lake College is going on now. With more than 100 degree and certificate programs, RLC can put you on the fast track to a new career or to continue your education. More affordable than four-year universities and private schools, you can save thousands of dollars at RLC. Our trained academic counselors will make sure you're on the right path, whether you plan to transfer to a four-year university or head straight into the workforce. Walk-in registration continues through August 15th. Call us at 437-5321 or find us online at rlc.edu. Ren Lake College, your journey starts here.
WMIX Sports is your home for the Mount Vernon Rams, powered by Community First Bank.
Welcome back, WMIX and WMIXSports.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside as we see Reed Millwood, Thomas Weber, Jake Pike in the top half of this fifth inning. Winning Edge is one of our great Rams sponsors. You can find him in downtown Mount Vernon at 212 South 9th Street. As the season winds down for these teams, don't forget about your employee team. Make the call to the bullpen. Winning Edge, Mount Vernon, online at winningedgeusa.com.
That is a big bicycle coming this way.
Where?
Over here. See where the white truck's coming? Look at this bicycle. Wow. There's no way. Is that?
This is just an optical illusion?
No. Look at the tires.
That's huge.
All on the dirt. We got to get back to the bicycle coming towards us.
I don't know.
That's a big dude riding that bike, too.
That's what I was just thinking. I was like, is the dude just making the bike?
No. Watch him.
That guy's massive. What's those tires?
Look at that tire.
Oh, it's above us.
No.
Okay, I just want to know. I think you're crazy. As Millwood will take.
No, there's no thinking to that.
A pitch on the inner half of the plate, 101.
The bigger tires.
Not as big as it looks.
No, but it ain't small as it usually is.
No.
Okay.
I don't know. 1-1 coming.
That's a custom-built bicycle. Let's put it that way.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Okay, so we're distracted completely now at this point.
Oh, there's a flip-flop.
Where are you going
to take them off?
I'm going to tell you right now, if you lose a flip-flop down there, you're not getting it back.
No, I'm not. 2 balls and a strike coming, and it's going to be a 2-2 count here for Reed Millwood leading off the inning.
That flip-flop will end up as a fishing lure on Brock Fulkerson's fishing pole. If you lose it,
it'll drive this pair will drive the fish away. It's 3-1 counts. Ground ball to short, which will pick it up, fire across the diamond, grabbed by Stanfield for the first out.
Catfish take on anything. Not like that.
I have had pairs of my flip-flops banned for places before.
Not the hoop center.
Nope. Take on all comers in the flip-flop department, in the shoe department. Non-discriminatory. As 1 out and the base is empty, Thomas Weber will stand in here in the fifth. 5-1, Rams on top. The pitch outside low. 1-0.
Can't wait for tomorrow. 1,100 miles of racing.
Yeah. 1-0 coming.
I like all the frivolity and tradition of Indy before it starts.
Right.
And that all that deal is fun to watch.
They do it right. No doubt about that. 1-1 the count. Here comes. I forget the name of the song, but this will be the last year Jim Neighbors
back home in Indiana, baby.
This is it for him.
He's going to Hawaii and staying there. Yep. That's a shame, but they'll have it on recording. Why would they not? 6-0. Freeburg over Nashville after 4.
Golly. Hard hit. Out ball, third base side.
Tim Holloway got out. He did not make an attempt. Harrisburg Lindsey Murray goes 13-4 on the pole vault to win state title and set a record. 13-4.
Dang. 2-2 in the back. That'll be a hit by pitch. And the Rams get a base runner here in the fifth. 5 Jefferson County branches for Community First Bank of the Heartland. With responsive, quality service for all of your accounts. Community First Bank welcomes you back to personal banking. Member FDIC. So Londios will run.
I remember when the girls' pole vault started, like 9 foot, 10 foot would win it. It's amazing how it has evolved. 13 now catching, It's pretty cool.
I couldn't do it.
No, I don't make a pole heavy enough for me.
No. Here it comes.
Well, they do, but they'll flimsy.
Right.
To flip me back up there. It's crack.
I would break, snap it too. There's no doubt about that.
Henry Lundy is running at first for Weber.
He runs pretty well. Uh-oh. Nothing in one the count, 1 gone. Here comes the Pike, hard hit ground ball to second. Misplay, not going to have a chance for the runner at second or first, so it'll be E4. And the Rams get 2 aboard here with 1 out.
Now, that's the second error of the day on the Bulldogs. I'm going to tell you right now, Gunnar Lendius needs some elastic in the bottom of his pants. When he takes a lead and gets out from blocking the wind, his pants are loose at the bottom and they flap. Yeah. He's got to get some elastic. They're down now. Watch him see that?
Yeah.
He needs some elastic. Now the Rams are first and second and 1 out.
Blake Jones, he'll stand in, trying to add some more insurance for his cause, and takes it to the dirt. 1-0 here to Blake. Tony Welch, our scoreboard update sponsor. You can find your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon online at TonyWelch.com. Look for him at the corner of 42nd and South Water Tower, or try to find the white State Farm Jeep around town this Memorial Day weekend. It's a fun little game as we wait the 1-0 pitch. Third again, 2-0 to Jones.
Speaking of Murray, the pole vaulter from Harrisburg, she's currently now going to try to break a record since she's won it. She's going to go for 13-7. That's pretty cool. Nashville wins 12-1. 3-run homer wins it. And softball over Chabot.
Check on the runner at second. Nothing doing over there. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out here in the inning. 2 aboard for the Rams. Here in the top of the 5th, 5-1 on the road at Waterloo. Looking for some insurance here is Blake Jones, the pitcher, a sophomore. Traditionally in center field, beginning to start today, as that'll be, I think, low and away again. 3-1, 3-0. These two teams, very rare you get one team that plays well, like we do all the time. Mount Vernon. But you get two like this that play the game the right way. It's fun. There's no. This was my favorite trip. I'm not trying to insult or anybody, as the 3-0 pitch, and that's a bases-loaded walk here to Blake Jones.
You know,
to bring in Braden Smith.
There's a lot of places between here and yonder to get go.
Oh, a couple. Yes, sir. Here we have some fun now. Mount Vernon could really put up a cricket number here. Bases loaded, 1 out. That won't happen. I'll bring up conversation with the Hill. Will be presented by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Dr. Eric Black and staff proudly support the Mount Vernon Rams and the local community. There you go. You're on a roll with some scores. I'm sure there's a lot more.
Well, I'm getting there. It's, of course, Nashville beats Chabot 12-1 softball. Marion still leads Belleville East 3-1 after 4. That's right. I forgot about that. Litchfield beats Pie-Salt Southwestern 5-1. Harrisburg over Murphy baseball 2-zip. T-Town over Robinson 9-zip baseball. Roxana beat Email 4-1 baseball. Lebanon beat Odin 7-0 baseball. We'll do some softball here in a little bit. As the first pitch to Braden Smith was called strike, 0-1. Carterville's Maddie Meyer got 4th place in the long jump, 18 feet 1 inch. Adds 0-2 now to Smith. That's something. It's good to see. Southern Illinois had some success in track, multiple successes, because for a few years it was drought. Yeah, it was. And the boys are next weekend, I believe. We have the Meyer girls up there from Carterville who have put on quite a show this season. There's a 0-2 pitch. It could be popped up. Stays 0-2. Their mom actually went to state, I believe, in track as a member at Toulon, Stark County, way back when. Toulon, dad, a football coach at SIU. Bases loaded, 1 out here in the 5th. 0-2 pitches high to Smith. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Start to hear a little bit more chatter. Yeah. Life out of the Rams dugout. It makes a difference when you're winning. Sure. You're on the road and you start heckling the pitcher a little bit and screaming, yelling every ball. You don't say anything directly, but it's still heckling. 1-2 the count. Here comes the pitch on the way, and that is going to be a called 3rd strike. Rung up as Smith, and that'll be the 2nd out of the inning. Bases still loaded for Hayes. Braden looked like he was fooled a little bit, looking for something else, didn't get it. Oh, I was expecting to come. Yeah. 2 outs, bases loaded for the Rams here in the 5th. Tony Wiltshire, State Farm agent of Mount Vernon. He brings you all of our updates, as you just heard there, of the score variety. Here comes the pitch on the way. First pitch seen by Hayes. The foul ball, 3rd base line. It's 0-1. Gunnar Lundy is to jump in those. Sure. Hands. He, too, just a sophomore. A young Rams team. Talking to one of the assistants from Highland that's talking about how hard it is to get to state and then rebuild in this part of the state, the 3A. And the 0-1 misses. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Hayes. And that's the thing, is that you have a nice nucleus to build around, especially next year in the infield, because you can safely assume Hayes, Campbell, Millwood, and Mike Lee Lundius from 3rd to 1st. 2 outs, bases loaded here in the 5th. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Hayes. He'll swing and miss. It's 1-2. That's interesting. Renland College has over 100 degree and certificate programs from which to choose. See which is right for you at rlc.edu and apply online while you're there. Non-baseball stat, more financial. Either happen after this pitch or bottom of the inning. Pitch and round. Here's one. Behind. Judge Judy. Oh, my. Run down off of 3rd to try to get the run in to score. And the pitcher, or catcher, drops the ball, and Lundius is safe at 6-1. Wow. Lundius went in high. and he slid high, leg up in the air, and that's what's going to be the argument from Highland's coach is the high slide. Lundy slid, and he's arguing, the Highland coach is, that he came in and slid, and I'm telling you what, the catcher from Highland took a spike to the thigh, the way it looks, or to a knee. And I'm not sure the catcher, they're going to call in that's interesting, the coach is calling in umpires. So they're looking at the catcher right now behind home plate. And I think they're looking at his knee right now, and he is in some agony. It's not the base umpire. He can't call anything.
No.
And I think the argument from the coach from Highland is the high slide. Well, he slid, and the high slide went in, and, of course, the spike's high, knocked the catcher down, and hurt his knee, looks like, and that's what he's being tended to behind home plate.
So 1 or 2 outs, a runner came across the plate, will be second and third should it stand, and I don't foresee any reason why it wouldn't.
There's no challenge flag in this league.
And we'll become 6-1, Rams on top here in the fifth. And for right now, all of that goes out the window. You just hope the catcher Augustine is okay.
It was a high. And a high slide meaning that Lundy went in and slid. His lead foot was pretty well up in the air, and they're bringing in the umpire. I don't understand, if he got spiked or got cut or whatever. And the Highland coach is very animated about the high slide. The spike was probably knee high, maybe in the thigh. He's arguing that it was a purple slide, high spike. So if you slide in the second base, leg up, hands up, isn't that a purple slide too? Try to break up double play?
Right. So they will talk about things over there. We will let them do that. Remind you that Rams baseball and Lady Rams softball, as always, are presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. 5 Jefferson County branches with responsive quality service for all of your accounts. Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to personal banking, member FDIC. Catcher looks to be okay. We hope he's okay. Augustine gets up. Catcher's usually tough, and the coach is still trying to point out the cleat marks. It's top right leg, and the catcher's like, hey, coach, it hurts. Leave me alone. So he'll try to walk this off. It appears to be okay.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't get the indication that there was any ill will behind the slide or anything like that. But just trying to state his case.
He did.
He's done so, and probably a little more than.
Well, he called both umpires in. The young umpire should have stayed until what should have happened is the home plate umpire would have signaled in the base umpire. He should have went in then, not when the coach called him out.
Right.
Because then that looks like the coach controls too much.
Right.
He'll learn that over the years. Things handled very nicely.
Or as your more seasoned veterans will
now, what do we got going on here? Tim Holloway's being talked to.
Your more seasoned veterans would actually would have just stood there and waited for the other umpire to call him over.
Hey, at this point, the argument's done. You got to play on here. Too much yakking going on now.
Who's seated behind the plate? Hopefully, things will not be so heated now in this discussion.
Yeah,
as you feel for the situation, but if the roles were reversed, we'd have the right tone regardless.
Well, if you slide into second base, do that, skate high, spikes high, and you slide in with your arms up, try to break up a double play, that's the same difference.
Right.
If you slide in and shortstop or second baseman gets knocked down, that's the same difference. I don't think if there was intent, he wouldn't have slid.
Right. Because the catcher was actually in front of the plate when this all happened anyway. So the pitch on the way to Hayes is going to be high. I have 2-2.
I don't know.
What do you have?
I had 3-2, but I may have too many dots.
I don't know. I know I got distracted.
Don't listen to me, because I may be wrong. I was too busy reading Twitter.
I got lost.
We got lost.
All that.
So he did too.
Doesn't matter now. It's just going to be lifted down the left field side. Plenty of room in fair territory for left fielder Greenwald to make the grab. So we are through 4.5. 6-1 Mount Vernon. This is Ranch Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
You need a great quality new-to-you vehicle. There's a reason why Second Chance Auto has been helping put families into affordable, dependable vehicles for over 34 years. Honest, fair deals. Ain't nothing fancy, just great vehicles with warranties and bank rate financing for all. That's the only way Second Chance Auto will do business. They're receiving new vehicles every day. So be sure to stop by and find out how you can save thousands on the total cost of your vehicle. Helping people get in a great, dependable vehicle for over 34 years. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball.
WMIX, WMIXsports.com as we head to the home half of the fifth with 1, 2, and 3 due up. That's also known as the top of the order. If I may go for Carver on you for just a moment.
Say.
Top of the order coming. Here in the fifth for the Bulldogs, they lead. Trail, rather, 6-1. Distracted after all the fracas of a moment ago.
Well, all kinds of stuff coming in now. We'll get to that as we go along. Anyway, Judge Judy tapes, nice tweet. Judge Judy tapes like 47 episodes, 54 episodes, and gets $47 million.
Nice.
She tapes her show 52 days a year and makes $47 million.
Not bad.
Think of that income.
Also not bad. The Rams got one run without even getting a hit that in last inning, as this will be a first pitch single in the center field for Cody Bentlich, followed by Nick Falkenbush and Joe Duncan.
What you have to be careful of here, the dust-up, and it kind of was a dust-up. You got to be careful because you got some momentum now. Highland may be fired up. The reason I said Effingham is Shelbyville beat St. Anthony 3-0 in baseball. So down goes them, moving up a class. Chris Hugo is very excited about that report.
As I love to hear scores from around the state. That's why I get stoked, as this is fouled off to the backstop. 0-1. 6-1 the score with a runner on first. Nobody out for the Bulldogs here in the home half of the fifth. Falkenbush 0-1 count here to the batter. Blake Jones, a sophomore, trying to keep his team well in front of the Bulldogs here on the road on a Saturday. As this is going to be in the right field, Story's going to have to let it bounce. Going to try to throw ahead of the runner. That's a good throw to Ryan Campbell.
First and second, nobody out, back-to-back singles, and say hello to Mike Young, who's listening in. Reach out to us on Facebook.
Always took care of us.
Peanut Man.
I'm always going to call time and make a visit to the mound. It's presented by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Dr. Eric Black and staff proudly support the Mount Vernon Rams. I think this is a case of this were a doubleheader or not the final game of the regular season. Leashes would probably be a little bit shorter, but all in all right now, if you're the Rams, you have to be aware of the emotions coming from the other dugout after what had just happened. You're absolutely right. And right now, it's back-to-back base hits to start the inning with Joe Duncan, who's 2 for 2 coming in.
Shelbyville beat St. Anthony 3-0 baseball. Harrisburg over Murphy 2-0 baseball. These are all baseballs. T-Town over Robinson 9-0. Rock Canopy to Email 4-1. Lebanon over Odin 7-0. Windsor Stu Strauss beat Neoga 1-0 into 8th. Beat Oakville 5-1. Now Mount Vernon finds themselves in a little bit of a predicament here. Highland has first and second, nobody out in the bottom of the fifth.
Now 2 on and nobody out. Joe Duncan stands in, the right-hander, against the right-handed pitcher Blake Jones, who's out of the stretch. First pitch on the way. Nice pitch from the outside corner, 0-1 for a strike. That scoreboard update was presented by Tony Wiltshire, State Farm agent. Find him in Mount Vernon on the corner of 42nd and South Water Tower, or worldwide at TonyWilt.com. 0-1 is the count with 2 on and nobody out. Joe Duncan trying to extend it to 3 for 3 today as the pitch comes. Going to miss low. Good stop by Weber, 1-1.
An emotional thing like that, and you say, well, what do you mean? Well, baseball's a funny game. If you have something happen where one team or a coach takes offense, maybe the coach is overplaying a little bit to draw some fire in his team, and maybe that's what he was trying to do. Maybe build some fire up, even though he knew the play wasn't bad. It's just one of those things. Brock Fulkerson warming up in the pen.
1-1 coming. Swung and a miss. It'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes to Duncan. Geppert, the pitcher, on deck.
Tyler Morgan warming up. Brock Fulkerson is the biggest protector catcher I've ever seen.
Got to do something there. Besides, go tell the bus driver to go get the JV team. 1-2 the count for Duncan, the center fielder. He's doubled and scored back in the first, singled after that, and now he's going to take pitch high for 2-2. Your community, your choice, your bank. Community First Bank has friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs. I like to keep it simple. Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC, home of the one account.
Westland leads Central 6-3 now, baseball.
Interesting. Oh, pitch to just misses.
Yeah.
Full count. Just misses.
Yeah. But the umpire's zone has been pretty consistent today. Cannot complain.
Really has. Full count, 2 on, nobody out here in the 5th. This would be a big out if the Rams can get it. Is this going to be the payoff pitch for Jones? Full count, swung a miss. Out in front was Duncan, and that'll be the first Highland out.
Can't say enough about Blake Jones coming out here making some big pitches. You got to feel if he can get a couple more out, that would help out a little bit and help him get there, and then you can maybe bring in some relief, maybe even try him in the 6th a little bit.
Now 2 on and 1 out for the Bulldogs. It'll be up to Grant Geppert to help his cause. He's 1 for 2, singled back in the 3rd. He struck out swinging back in the 1st. Jones still out of the stretch. It's 1 out, 2 on. 6-1, Rams on top. Foul ball in the first pitch seen for 0-1 here to Geppert. 4 strikeouts today for Blake Jones. Geppert, 25% of those.
Big point in the game, obviously.
It's a 0-1 count with 1 out, 2 aboard here in the bottom half of the 5th. Pitch up. Outside the lefty, 1-1.
Jones's velocity is still very good. Starting to get in uncharted territory for him, though, in the 5th. Got to get you about 3-4 innings this year. More of a gamer type. Put him in the lineup. The second wasn't close. Runner figured out that trip.
Back at plenty of time. Jones out of the stretch. The right-hander has 2 on, 1 out at the bottom of the 5th. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike to Grant Geppert, the pitcher. Runners going on the way. Good stop by Thomas Weber on the backhand. And the string pulled, the runners go, and now it's runners on first.
Weber made a nice play because I think the lead that Bentley's had at second, he could have Bentleyed himself all the way around the home if that ball got by Weber on the pass ball. So now runners move up a base, and that's what's bad, is double plays taken away.
2 balls and a strike. 1 out in the inning. Runners on second and third. Change up. 2-2 now to Grant Geppert. Have to be careful here.
Wow, Nashville still down 6-0.
That's crazy.
3-hit shutout going for Freeburg. Orphans lead 9-8.
And this is going to see its way through the right side of the infield. 2 runs are going to come in to score. And it's a 2 RBI base hit for Geppert. And had no chance to come home with it. It's a throw into the first baseman Pike that allows the runner to get to second base.
Yeah. That's one of those. That guy's already at home. You got to just say, okay, play it. You get the bases, and then you got to throw that into Millwood at second base. And when the throw came into the cut for the first baseman, that allowed Geppert to go to second. So a 2 RBI single, and he advances on the throw. Centralia was down 8-3 in the game at Effingham in Game 1. Now they lead 9-8 in the 5th. Weber, congratulations to Sam Root. They beat Steelville 5-4 in 8 innings.
They go on to the sectional. This is going to be a golf shot that's foul towards the left field fence. This will be 0-1 now to Brendan Stanfield. That was a big hit by Geppert to help his cause. Trims back to Mount for the lead just slightly. It's now 6-3. Rams on top here in the bottom of the 5th. RBI chance, though, for Brendan Stanfield. Pitch in route, swung and a miss, 0-2.
Let's see. Weber Township with another win. You can watch the MVTHS graduation tonight at WMIXsports.com or WMIX94.com. Presented by Ridley College, who can save you thousands on your collegiate education. Log on to rlc.edu to find out how. As that's good morning, good afternoon, good night. His strikeout of the day is Brendan Stanfield to bring in Tyler Kimmel. He struck out but reached on the pass ball his last time. 1 on, 2 out now here in the 5th. 6-3 ball game. Tying run on deck now for the Bulldogs. Jones out of the stretch will come, blowing away to the right-hander, and this is 1-0. Bottom of the hour, WMIX Mount Vernon, a free service from Withers Broadcasting.
now an hour and 29 minutes old.
What now? Corville beat Hardin County 10-0 in softball.
Nice. Of course, that pitch just missed low to Tyler Kimmel. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Not going to happen there. Just check on the runner at second.
Oblongs beat Powell Hut 3-0 softball. New Athens beat Oakville 8-3 softball. Trico leads Steelville 10-1 in the 6th softball.
1 ball, 1 strike. Blake Jones, the pitcher, looked back towards second, comes home with it, and this is going to be lifted into right field. That could score a run. Here comes the pitcher, Geppert, running for himself. Not going to have a chance. Cut by Pike, and it'll be 6-4.
Yeah. And again, when you give up a net base like that, that's the difference. That single there, you probably have Geppert going to second. It's first to second and 1 out, whereas now he got that extra base on the errant throw, the bad choice. Now that scores and it's 6-4. Things like that. Can't give up those extra bases in that way.
4 runs on 8 hits now for Highland.
Trico beats Steelville softball 11-1.
Rams have 6 runs on 5 hits.
Harrisburg beat Carmi 5-4 in softball. Wow, double win for the Bulldogs. 5-4.
As this will be a pitch in the dirt to the left-handed D.H. Fosterman. Single back in the second, flew out to left in the 4th. As a 1-0 count here. 1 on and 2 outs. Highland back within 2. 6-4 with the tying run at the plate. Jones trying to get the Rams out of the inning. All the runs this inning are earned. This will be a swinging strike low, 1-1. Back on the air Tuesday with Lady Rams softball from Heron. 4:15 the pregame, 4:30 the first pitch. As this is popped up, shouldn't be a problem. Shortstop Campbell positions himself. Shallow left. He'll make the grab. Rams get out of the inning, but they allow 3 runs to make it 6-4 Mount Vernon. This is Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
Raise your hand if you're tired of showing up for a service appointment only to sit around a waiting room. Hi, Roy Schmidt, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealer at King City Chrysler Center. Our express lane fast oil changes and more provide quick, convenient service with no appointment needed. Our specialists are on hand to wait on you with lanes dedicated just for your oil changes, tire rotation, brake inspections, batteries, bulbs, wiper blades, air filter replacements, and more. We will also perform complimentary vehicle inspection with every oil change. We work around your schedule, open weekdays from 7:30 until 5 and Saturdays from 8 a.m. until noon. See Express Lane Fast Oil Changes and more for all of your service needs, and we will get you back on the road quick. We're located at King City Chrysler Center at 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois. Just another reason you can count on us.
This is Mount Vernon Rams baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
Welcome back, WMIX, WMIXSports.com, as we head to the top of the 6th. It'll be 8, 9, and 1 due up in the Ram lineup. Zach Giants, Zach Brookman, Ryan Campbell, according to the original lineup. Don't foresee any changes yet, as we will see what happens. Rams gave up 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th. It's now 6-4, still hanging on to a 2-run lead, and would love to see them get some back here if you're a Ram fan.
Well, you wondered about that slide, how it would trickle down to the emotions of Highland, and obviously they're using that to get some runs and get back into this one, and they were down 5. They're back within 2 now. We have a new ball game.
Brand new ball game.
And new pitcher.
Brand new pitcher. Exactly. It'll be Tyler Kimball to pitch.
We'll figure out the step line for Geppert. There's his battling through some stats here. Geppert goes 5, 6 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 2 walks, 3 Ks. Can be the loser, cannot be the winner.
Kimball is 6-2 on the year. With a 2-run 3 ERA, as the first batter he'll see is Zach Giants. Fouls it off for 0-1.
Kimball starts. Good strike. That's a good way to come in out of the pen. So number 5 is now at second base.
Swung on and missed. Brock Portal.
Imagine Portal comes into Geppert's place. my assumption.
Nothing in 2 here to Giants. Pitch on the way out in front.
That was nasty. Fastball, changeup low. Wayne City beat Woodlawn in softball 8-2. Thought that game would be a little closer. Wow. Lady Shoes, T-Town beat Marshall 8-2 in softball. T-Town wins 2 regionals today, both baseball and softball.
0-1, the count to Brookman. 1 out, nobody on. Here comes the pitch. It'll be sent foul over us. It'll be 0-2 to Zach.
You know, what Highland would love to do is get 3 quick outs and get right back in the dugout and take their chances. Although I think they're going to see a new pitcher. I think Tyler Morgan will be on for the final. 2.
Bob Top could get down into right center field, and that is going to get down. That'll be a base hit for Zach Brookman.
Yeah. Nice play, though. Shortstop stayed home, second, center, and right converged, and then Brookman took a big turn at first, and infielder said, I'll throw one behind you. And Brookman had to scamper back to the first so he wouldn't get tagged out. Marion leads Belleville West into 5-1.
Back to the top of the order for the Rams. 1 out, 1 aboard here on the top of the 6-6-4 ball game. Ryan Campbell will take a first pitch low for a ball. 1-0 is the count. For Hugo with Danny Czerwinski, WMIX, WMIXSports.com, here with you for every pitch of Mount Vernon Rams baseball. Every season is a 1-0. Instead, is going to be a check on the runner at first base. Not much doing for Zach Brookman.
Not big enough lead. Altamont beats 2 Straw. And softball 10-3. Another strike thrown. So Weiss Thompsonville beat Crab Orchard softball. Sorry about that. 10-0.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Now a called strike on the inner half of the plate. 1-2 here to Ryan Campbell. Reed Millwood on deck for the Rams. They lead 6-4 here on the road at Highland from Glick Park. Small lead off of the bag for Brookman. The pitcher out of the stretch is Tyler Kimmel. Here comes. This one is going to be off the end of the bat. 1 hopper, quick scoop over to second for 1. That's all they could get.
Well, Brookman had to wait because that ball had a humpback line drive feel to it. The shortstop had to pick it up off the ground, so Brookman couldn't go anywhere, but it works out as a fielder's choice as Millwood or Pike, should say. Campbell hustled down the line. I was trying to think of too many things, looking at too much stuff. That's how it worked. Very interesting sectional play starting to set up with matchups. Throw to first. Ooh, Campbell dives back in.
Runner on first, only 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Top half. Community First Bank of the Heartland is the official voice of high school sports. Here on WMIX, ask about one checking, free checking with high yield interest at Community First Bank, where one means more. Right now it means a 1 strike count on Reed Millwood, inside corner, 0-1. Oh. Wait the 0-1, and this one is going to be foul, first base side. Shouldn't be a problem. That's a great grab by Brendan Stanfield. And that'll get rid of the Rams here in the 6th. We go to the home half, 6-4 Mount Vernon. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
I'm Jeremy Pearson with a look at your next rad weather. It will be pleasant throughout today with a blend of clouds and sunshine, high 77, partly cloudy skies tonight, low 59. It will be warm tomorrow with a blend of clouds and sunshine. There will be a shower or thunderstorm around late in the day or at night, high tomorrow 81. It's looking very warm on your Memorial Day and humid with a blend of clouds and sunshine. There will be a shower or thunderstorm, high 85. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
This is Mount Vernon Rams baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
Welcome back, WMIX, WMIXSports.com, as we head to the bottom of the sixth for 8, 9, and 1 in the Highland lineup. It'll be, according to the original lineup, Matt Augustine, Andrew Winning, and Cody Ventledge due up. For the Bulldogs, who trail 6-4, but they got 3 runs back in the fifth, but now they will see a new Ram pitcher in Tyler Morgan.
Blake Jones goes 5, gets up 8, 4 runs, 8 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned. 1 walk, 4 Ks. Jones can be the winner, cannot be the loser. 5 solid innings from Mr. Jones today on the road. Another great effort.
Now you have Tyler Morgan, who's pitched very well this year, has a 4-5 mark, but leads the team in strikeouts. I think it's the first pitch strike here on Matt Augustine, 0-1. Now you go to him, hopefully they get a 2-inning save.
He needs some work. Pitch goes 1-1. He may have to throw next Saturday. Rams can win.
Long enough to where I have a feeling that could be the case as the 1-1 comes. This low, 2 balls and a strike to the catcher, Matt Augustine.
Mount Vernon will have to go back through the top of the order of Highland if they want to get out of here with a win today.
What a big one it would be. Here comes the pitch on the way. The 2-1 is going to be fouled off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Second Chance Auto, one of our great sponsors. You can find them on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon, home of the largest selection of pre-owned vehicles. Priced at $10,000 in one location. Make great financing for all at Second Chance Auto. Proud supporters of the Mount Vernon Rams. Count worked full here on the first batter seen by Morgan. Just slow and away that time.
Carterville is down 2-1. They have now outscored Massac in softball. They lead 12-3.
Wow. As full count pitch misses, and that'll be a leadoff walk to Augustine. Tying run is Andrew Winning. They have the right name for the job here. Is nobody out and a runner aboard. Game is now an hour and 41 minutes old. Last time we came here for a single game outing, which would have been the first year of the Bob Crawford scorebooks, the game went 2.5 hours. Certainly hoping for anything but that here, as this will be in the dirt, 1-0 now to Winning.
If you'd have told me Nashville was going to get shut out at home, almost short game baseball, I would have laughed.
It's over.
9-0 Freeburg as they head to the final 3 outs for the Hornets.
Wow.
I mean, that is a complete shocker.
I don't think anybody expected that. 1-0 pitch becomes a 1-1 count with a strike thrown low, just across the zone. Here for Tyler Morgan. Leads the team in strikeouts. 6-4 the score right now. Rams trying to hang on here on the road at Highland to close out the regular season.
It's going to be hanging on. I think Highland's going to make a couple runs these next 2 innings.
There'll be some Memorial Day games going on in regular season play as some teams will close it out. I know the Centralia Orphans will play Salem at 11 in Centralia on Monday. Not sure if their game with Alton at 4:30 is still on. Could be as the 1-1 comes. Pulled back, and that's a ball that misses. 2-1.
Shot there. Aaron Carbondale will open up the Mount Vernon Regional on Monday at 4:30.
That'll be a good one.
There'll be some sidebars in that one.
Yeah, that's not at the itch.
Block. Yeah. Hit the bleachers. Left field. Ooh.
2-1 now.
Yeah. One of our coworkers won't know for coming.
I'm considering.
I said, we're leaning. We all said in the bleachers make fun.
That's how I wake up that morning. 2-1 is going to come. It'll be a bunt down the third base side. Tough play for Hayes. Off of the mid of Pike, and the runner will go to third. Play is not going to be in time. Although well played by the pitcher over there at third base on the coverage.
Well run. Good base running by Matt Augustine, the catcher. He's on the bad knee over there at third. He went from first to third on that bunt, and the errant throw allows the runner to get to first as the ball hit him. So now it goes first and third, nobody out, and Holloway's going to walk out to the mound.
Have a conversation with his senior pitcher as for the Rams, they're hanging on to a 6-4 lead here in the bottom of the sixth with runners at the corners and nobody out. Certainly not the position you wanted to be in at this point. Visit to the mound is presented by the Medicine Shop, Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Proud supporters of the Mount Vernon Rams.
Hey, wow. Fairfield beat Lawrenceville softball 5-4.
Wow, the score actually came out of there.
Carterville gets 11 in the 5th. They were down 3-1 and scored 11 in the 5th to lead 12-3 going into the 6th inning.
Those Carterville Lady Lions, I'm telling you. When a track sectional on the girls' side has everything that it takes to possibly win a softball sectional, there'll be some other teams that have that,
you get
especially the Nashville Hornets.
You get Nashville, Carterville locked up. That could be fun.
Could be. I don't know what time that would be.
It's on a Saturday.
Interesting here. 6-4 the score. Bottom of the 6th. Runners at the corners. Nobody out now. Top of the order, Cody Bentledge was 1 for 3. He singled and scored his last time. Pitch on the way will be fouled back, and it's 0-1. So we'll see if this conversation of the mound yields any positive results here for the Rams. Up 2 with the tying run on first base here on the road at Highland. The Rams in the 7th will have 3, 4, and 5. Morgan out of the stretch. Things a little interesting here as that's low and inside. The count evens itself at 1-1. Right-hander Tyler Morgan on the mound for the Rams. Trying for a 2-inning save. Goes high and tight here to the right-hander, and it'll be 2-1.
They're 10. Here in this one.
That they are. Couple of practice swings here for the batter, Cody Bentledge. Morgan set out of the stretch. The 2-1 pitch is on its way. It's popped up to the right side. On the run will be Zach Giles. He'll be unable to get it. A run's going to come in to score. And it'll be 6-5 with the tying run on second.
That was one of those. It landed in the right spot. Single and an RBI. At 6-5 as Highland chases from behind here. That's just a seeing eye single. It's all in the right spot.
If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home at Dick Sign at Woodlawn and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. So now you have possibility with a go-ahead run on first.
Yeah.
And nobody out. First and second are your runners here in the top of the 6th, a 6-5 ball game. As the Bulldogs get another across the plate, they now have 5 runs on 9 hits. Of course, the Rams have 4 errors. Pitch is high, and trying to see what the runners are doing. This will be a 1-0 count to Nick Balkenbush. He singled and scored back in the 5th as well.
Highland's playing for a big inning here.
Oh, yeah.
They're wanting to get 2 or 3 more here and get this lead go to the 7th. Now Vernon will have 3, 4, and 5 up.
One ball, no strikes to count. They fake a check on the runner at second base. If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice at Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home at Dick Sign at Woodlawn and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. This time they're going to try the old pickoff play, the hidden ball trick, and that's how they'll get their first runner. So it works for 1 out. Now a runner on second.
Well, you can try that stuff. The old hidden ball trick. Throw it, fake it, run everywhere. Highland doesn't see it. Runner at second got picked off dead to right. So he's out. Now it's still 1 out. You're still in the same situation just with the runner at second.
For winning, anything but that particular track.
Any way to get it out.
At this point,
yeah. Situation, a tough game on the road, any way to get it out.
1-0 still the count to the third baseman, Balkenbush. Runner on second, 1 gone here in the 6th, and this will be fouled back. That helps 1-1.
And it changes the complexion of the inning a little bit because Highland's foaming at the mouth. First and second, nobody out, and they've been backed off a little bit with a runner at second and 1 out. And that's a good play by the follow-up runner, Bentley's, to get to second base because usually a lot of time guys sit there and watch.
Right. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Here it comes, and that's going to be inside. Balkenbush got out of the way. It's 2-1.
It went behind. Way it got reacted.
It's hard to tell with the white ball, white uniforms. this perspective. Two balls and a strike. One out, a runner on second. It's a tying run in a 6-5 ball game. Tyler Morgan trying to get the Rams out of the inning. He'll step off the rubber, look the runner back to second base. Bottom of the sixth. The Rams, of course, hoping the seventh won't be their last chance. They're going to be hoping to add some insurance. It's a 2-1 count, high, 2-2. 3-1, rather. Got it wrong in my book. I apologize.
I thought maybe you were changing the rules.
Oh, okay. Not at all. My book is a mess. Too many notations in it. 3 balls and a strike to count here for the third baseman with 1 out, as this is going to be a strike call in the inside corner. 3-2 now.
That's pitcher's pitch.
Don't forget graduation tonight. Watch it online at WMIXsports.com or WMIX94.com. It'll be outside as the full count comes, and there's a walk. That'll help extend the inning with 1 out and 2 aboard.
Put more gas on the fire. You kind of put it out a little bit with the pickoff at third. And now you put a little more gas on it. And I'll let them go out to the mound.
Have a visit to talk some things over.
Aaron Morgan's following. Aaron will replace Tyler.
There you go.
Tyler goes to third. Gives up a hit. Has given up an unearned run. But he's still responsible for 2 guys on base. 1 walk. No strikeout. And now Aaron Morgan will come in.
So we'll see what Aaron Morgan can do here in the 6th. Maybe shut this down with 2 on and 1 out. The go-ahead run on first base. The runners are at first and second.
Asheville loses to Freeburg 9-2 at home. That one there lost people some money. Yep. They were gambled. There's no gambling at Bushwood. But, Asheville loses at home 9-2. How about that? That opens up that section considerably. And now Harrisburg looks like a brand new car at this point.
Yeah, it does.
And now Aaron Morgan's going to come on to try to put some water on the fire, maybe in a blanket in the kitchen here, as things have gotten out of control. 6-5, first and second and 1 out for Highland here at the bottom of the 6th. It would have been a pretty good ball game, lots of drama.
Morgan can do. The right-hander comes in with 2 on. Go-ahead run on first, 1 out at the bottom of the 6th inning. And the Rams need to get out of this one. In the worst possible way.
Yeah. Very dire circumstances right here for the Rams. They've kind of been playing with fire, and they've been kind of sticking the metal object into the outlet, and they're trying to see what they can get away with and whatnot. And the cat only has so many lives. The thing about Highland, I know it's about their kids. If they're between the white lines on the playing surface, they run everywhere. Man, it's the way to do it. Love watching these two play. I got a crowd on hand here down to our left.
Joe Duncan struck out his last time. It was 2 for 2 prior and has a go-ahead run on first base and 1 out here in the 6th. Morgan out of the stretch is there and now. As a reminder, fires a first pitch strike for 0-1.
Toledo Cumberland softball loses the regional final to the Catlin Co-op. Kind of an upset considering Cumberland last 5 years. Yep. Now they changed it. Cumberland won. That makes more sense.
I was wondering about that.
Somebody tweeted that wrong up north.
The 0-1 popped up right side. Jake Pike trying to get underneath it. And Donald will make the grab.
That's a big out. Big pitch, big out.
Old DJ Pike, the Cowboy, to take care of things in South Territory.
Comes Geppert. He's going to try if he gets a hit. He goes from being the loser to no decision, so he's thinking that way along his line.
Morgan trying to get the Rams out of the inning. It'll be Geppert, the pitcher. Was the pitcher. A base hit scored his last time. He's actually 2 for 3. Has 2 RBI to his credit. Takes the first pitch ball. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, 2 aboard here. Tying run on second, the go-ahead run on first. Darren Morgan trying to limit the damage here in the 6th inning. Looks into his catcher Weber for a sign. Now out of the stretch, looks back at the runner on second. Back again, back again. Here comes the pitch on the way. Swung and a miss. The back ball, it's 1-1.
Steve Traxel called and said, "I'm proud of you."
Yeah.
Free Central beats Greenville 11-7 at Vandalia in softball.
Huh. Oh, interesting. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 aboard. Here comes. Ooh, a pitch that just misses. Looked good, but missed. 2-1.
That looked good. Throw it there again. I bet he doesn't. I bet he cannot not call it twice.
2 outs, 2 aboard. Bulldogs threatening here in the home half of the 6th. Rams will have 3, 4, and 5 in the 7th. Aaron Morgan now on in this save situation. The 2-1 is going to be in the left. That is Brookman now out there, and he'll make the grab. So Zach Brookman makes a good play. As traditional as it may have been, through 6, it's 6-5 Mount Vernon. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
Hi, I saw your ad for a checking account that earns interest on my money.
Oh, yes, that's our plutonium account, and it requires $50,000 to open.
What? How am I supposed to grow my money when I can't even afford to open the account?
Introducing Kasasa, free checking, where even the smallest balance earns high yields, plus refunds on ATM fees nationwide. Try Kasasa.com. Kasasa.
Visit People's National Bank or peoplesnationalbank.com for your Kasasa checking. Member FDIC.
Registration for fall classes at Rindley College is going on now. With more than 100 degree and certificate programs, RLC can put you on the fast track to a new career or to continue your education. More affordable than four-year universities and private schools, you can save thousands of dollars at RLC. Our trained academic counselors will make sure you're on the right path, whether you plan to transfer to a four-year university or head straight into the workforce. Walk-in registration continues through August 15th. Call us at 437-5321 or find us online at rlc.edu. Rindley College, your journey starts here.
Back to Mount Vernon Rams baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
Welcome back on AM 940 and WMIXSports.com. As we near the 1 o'clock hour, we head to the top of the 7th. For the Mount Vernon Rams will be Thomas Weber, Jake Pike, and Blake Jones in the Ram lineup as they try to get some of those runs back here in the top half of the inning. Lead by a score of 6-5.
South Central beats North Clay 3-1 in baseball in 8. Cougars win a regional against Shocking.
Hard to believe, huh? As his first pitch from Kimmel will come high to Weber, 1-0.
Yeah, that's a surprise.
A 1-0 coming to Weber, who tried for a rip. It comes up just a bit empty. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He scored 2 runs today. Well, his position as he has. Courtesy runner did.
He's reached twice. He's 0 for 1. Foul tip there. It's 1-2.
Missed one. He knew it. Missed his pitch. Stood up a little bit on his feet, toes to kind of get on it and couldn't stay on top of it. Just missed it.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out, nobody on. Weber leads things off here in the top of the 7th against Tyler Kimmel. The pitch comes. This one is going to be ripped in the left center field, but on the run, it will be Duncan to make the grab, and he's pretty solid.
I never understood that you got a pitcher, you just threw a fastball high, the guy swung at it, was late. And what do? You come back with something to slow it down. And then the hitter hits it on the nail. One of those things, you've got to think a little bit out there. If he's swung at the letters, he's probably going to swing at the top button. So go ahead and throw it up there and see what he does.
First pitch to Pike on the way, trying to drop down a bunt for a base hit. He's out of the box, but it rolls foul. It'll be 0-1 to Pike.
Good idea. Didn't drop down. Dropped in foul territory.
So 0-1 is the count here to Pike. Umpire pauses play to get the young man back in the dugout. One of the little guys, the future Bulldogs. So now, coach calls the timeout. Let's talk to the umpire. We'll see what happens. Is this the day couldn't already get any more interesting? 6-5 the score, 1 out, nobody on, top of the 7th. This is part of the reason this game can sometimes go 2.5 hours. See what happens with Pike. 0-1 the count for the Ram first baseman, the left-handed bat against the right-handed pitcher. Kimmel will line fire. Here comes Pike. Will pop this one up left side. Chasing it is the third baseman, Balkenbush. He will make the grab for the second out. Pretty good play. Made it look easy.
Mount Vernon, if they can't get anything going, will have to take a 1-run lead into the bottom of the 7th. Marion leads Belleville East 8-3 after 6 baseball.
So Blake Jones, 2 outs and the base is empty. Ground ball over the third. The one hopper, Balkenbush picks up, fires across. 1-2-3 go the Rams in the 7th. We head to the last chance for the Bulldogs. They trail 6-5. This is Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
This is your local State Farm agent, Tony Wilt. I want to thank Mount Vernon and the surrounding area for continuing to support us over the past 5 years. If you have never sat down with someone to go over your insurance program, let me invite you into our office. Let us show you what working with the industry leader, represented by a local agent, can do for you. I'm located just off 42nd Street. You can reach our office 24 hours a day at 242-1421 or on the web at tonywilt.com. Thanks again, and go Rams.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball.
Welcome back, WMIX, WMIXSports.com. Just past the top of the 1 o'clock hour on WMIX Mount Vernon. Upper East Service from Withers Broadcasting. The Rams lead the Bulldogs 6-5. And Aaron Morgan looking for a save here as it's 6-5. He came on in relief looking for a 1 2/3 inning save, actually. His first pitch of the fastball in the inside corner to Brendan Stanfield, who leads it off. He's 0 for 3. He struck out his last time. It'll be up to 5, 6, and 7 to make something happen.
They let anybody in the press box.
They do.
Oh,
0-1, dirty. It's 1 ball, 1 strike.
I think there'd be an order to keep people from getting up here. Can we get one done?
Oh, we got a door down there, but there's only so much a door can do.
He's got connections, though, he says.
I do know that, as this will come high and tight. 2-1.
Clearly overrules coming.
He knows more than just us up here. As we wait the 2-1 count, this will be popped up. Left side, no problem for Hayes. 1 out.
Mr. Consistency down there. That's a big out to get. Leadoff guy off base. I gotta get their door here. Johnson City beats Benton 9-4 in baseball.
Wow. Not bad for Mr. Clark and the Indians as the 2-1 now. Looks like it. I'm sorry, the first pitch. I do that from time to time. Next one on the way for Morgan. Ground ball to the right side. Oh, takes a bad hop on Millwood, and that's going to allow a runner aboard.
Yeah, he's over. Hit him in the glove. Bounced off. Nice to get a double play and move on. Get out of this.
Brings in the designated hitter, who's 1 for 3 today, Chris Klosterman. The lefty has a big opportunity here. He singled back in the second, but then has popped out or flown out every time since. Rams, meanwhile, trying to get their 19th win of the year. Pitch on the way is going to be about off, maybe.
So, Johnson City, Harrisburg, Freeburg?
As of right now.
Yeah. Boy, that's
the T-down section.
You want to talk about wide open? Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the other one.
Uh-huh.
Don't remember the other one. The 0-1 coming. Ooh. Good pitch. That's a great pitch to caught the outside corner. 0-2 now to Klosterman. 1 out, a runner on first. He's the tying run with a 6-5 score in the bottom of the 7th. This is clearly the last chance for the Bulldogs. As Morgan will fire another. This is Aaron Morgan, fouled off to stay alive by Klosterman. Community First Bank of the Heartland is the official voice of high school sports on WMIX. Find them online at comfirstbank.net. Learn more about that one checking. It's free checking with high yield interest. You can always bank on your hometown team at ComFirst.
Harrisburg plays winner of DuQuoin-Chester, and Freeburg gets Johnston City over at Harrisburg. Well, that became a wide-open regional.
Sectional, too.
Or sectional with Harrisburg hosting, and they play well. And then you got DuQuoin or Chester with Johnson City and Freeburg.
It's going to be interesting at the Heights, no doubt about it. Got a ball loose. 0-2 coming. This will miss up. 1-2.
I mean, that's amazing because, you could have had Murphy, Nashville, and Benton. And the weird part about it is, unless Chester wins, nobody hosting a regional wins out to get that sectional.
1-2 coming. Fouled back. We do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Klosterman. Aaron Morgan trying to get the Rams a win here, as he would be in a situation to pick up the save.
Westland's up 8-4 on Central. They pull away. Carterville beats Massac softball 12-6.
One, two again. Here it comes. This one is going to be just off of Millwood into right field. The runner, Kimball's looking to go to third. It'll be runners at the corners now with 1 out.
Uh-oh. More trouble. More trouble for Highland. Just got to the right side.
Where do you answer?
Coach Holloway's going to make a trip to the mound, I would think. Yeah, he'll head out there and he's going to talk to his infielders. Get everybody on the same page with the winning run now at first base.
Augustine walked and scored his last time. And actually, this won't be. Thought it was. Look at that, still Augustine with the bat. This is a big opportunity now for Highland, though. They have runners at the corners, only 1 out at the bottom of the 7th. Trying to come up with a big win on their senior day.
A winning run on base now, first and third. Well, this becomes very interesting here.
Indeed.
Now, Vernon has kind of been out there in front in the race, and here comes the Tortoise and Highland trying to catch him from behind.
That's Greenwald will pinch run for
softball. T-Town beats Marshall 8-2. Carterville over Massac 12-6. Bree Central over Greenville 11-7. Fairfield beat Lawrenceville 5-4. Galatian Thompsonville beat Crab Orchard 10-0. Altamont over Stu Strauss 10-3. Woodlawn loses to Wayne City 8-2. Harrisburg beats Carmi 5-4. Trico beats Steelville 11-1. And New Athens beat Oakville 8-3. Everything starts to wrap up.
6-5, bottom of the 7th, 1 out, runners at the corners for the Bulldogs. Aaron Morgan trying to get a save. It is a pinch runner. Greenwald running, of course, for the DH Klosterman. So let's see how this happens here.
Infield, Pike holding, Hayes in. Middle infielders, halfway. They can turn 2, they will. If not, they'll come home. A strikeout here would be immensely helpful.
1 out in the inning here in the 7th. It's a 6-5 game. Rams up 1. Tying run on third. Winning run is on first. This is going to be a foul ball for 0-1 off the bat of Augustine down the third baseline.
Action in the Highland pen again. As they said, left-hander Pete Baumgartner down there to warm up again for the third time. He would probably come in if this game goes extra. Lots of things can happen here.
0-1 the count to the right-handed catcher Augustine, who's 0 for 2 today, but he did walk and score his last time.
Altamont beats Stu Strauss 10-3 softball. Oblong over Hutt-Powell 3-0 softball. Nashville beat Jabot 12-1. And Goreville beat Hardin County 10-0. That's all softball.
Scoreboard updates from Tony Wills, your State Farm agent. Nothing in one the count, one gone. Runners at the corners here for the Bulldogs, as this could be enough to tie it if it doesn't fall. Good grab by the right fielder. There's not going to be a play at the plate. We're tied at 6 on the sac fly RBI. The runner ends up at second on the F8 RBI. And now with 2 outs, and the winning run is at second. And Highland, as I said, kind of the tortoise today, has crawled back into this to tie it up. 6-6 from the bottom of the 7th. The winning run is on second base. 2 outs in the inning. Here in the bottom of the 7th, looking for some excitement are the Bulldogs. Dietrich 2, Oblong 1 in baseball. Like Rock Cordell is in the bat. Big at bat here with 2 outs at the bottom of the 7th, the 6-6 ball game. The winning run is on second base. Aaron Morgan trying to get his team back in the dugout and into the top of the 8th. This will miss slow 1-0. If you can't get this guy out, you roll over to the top of the order. Mr. Bentley is on deck, 2 hits in his last 2 at-bats. And Trey leads 9-8 heading into the 7th at Effingham. 1 ball and no strikes. 1 out. Here comes a pitch across the plate for 1-1. Aaron Morgan will have to slow down. He's very close to not pausing. Balk. Should there be a top of the 8th, as of right now there will. We'll see 6, 7, and 8 in the Rams lineup. As this will be a ground ball picked up by Campbell. Across the diamond it goes. So, tied at 6 after 7. We'll head to the top of the 8th. This is Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
Hi, I saw your ad for a checking account that earns interest on my money.
Oh, yes, that's our plutonium account, and it requires $50,000 to open.
What? How am I supposed to grow my money when I can't even afford to open the account?
Introducing Kasasa, free checking, where even the smallest balance earns high yields, plus refunds on ATM fees nationwide. Try Kasasa.com. Kasasa.
Visit People's National Bank or peoplesnationalbank.com for your Kasasa checking. Member FDIC.
Registration for fall classes at Rend Lake College is going on now. With more than 100 degree and certificate programs, RLC can put you on the fast track to a new career or to continue your education. More affordable than four-year universities and private schools, you can save thousands of dollars at RLC. Our trained academic counselors will make sure you're on the right path, whether you plan to transfer to a four-year university or head straight into the workforce. Walk-in registration continues through August 15th. Call us at 437-5321 or find us online at rlc.edu. Rend Lake College, your journey starts here.
Back to Mount Vernon Rams baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
Welcome back, WMIX, WMIXsports.com. We head to the top of the 8th. 6-6 your score. 6 runs, 6 hits, 5 errors, 5 left on for the Rams, unofficially. 6 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors, 9 left on base for the Highland Bulldogs. In the 8th, we'll see Braden Smith, Derek Hayes, and Zach Gines, barring any changes. So we'll see what happens. Looks like it's Kimmel on to pitch third inning here. See what the Rams can do, starting with the DH Smith. Rams gave that up. Oh, we could be in some trouble. Pitch coming to Smith. This is the bender across the inside half. It'll be nothing to one.
Rams scored 2 in the second, 3 in the third. Had that 1 run in the 5th, and that was it. Kind of backed off the pedal a little.
With ground ball to the right side, second baseman after it. He'll pick it up, fire over to first. 4-3 is the Rams' first out. Graduation tonight at 8 o'clock. You can watch it online at WMIX94.com. Class of 2014 will receive their diplomas. You can watch it on your smartphone, your tablet, your desktop, your notebook, your smart TV, your video game console. Stop me as the pitch will come to Hayes. It'll be popped up. Just past the second base bag, now into center field, and Porter will make the grab. Back four.
Carmi baseball beats Mount Carmel 7-2. Dupo softball beats Staunton by a score of 7-0.
I had to get Lebanon. Is it Lebanon?
Yeah, I believe that is.
I'm sure Staunton had to drive 40 mile an hour on Route 4 to get there.
Yep. Well, down goes Massac County. South Central beat North Clay 3-1 in baseball. Things start to settle down.
2 outs, and the base is empty now for Zach Giants. For Gunnar Lundius, who will bat for Zach Giants. As it's low to Lundius for ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty, top of the 8th, tied at 6. 4 runs over the last 2 innings. We've got 5 runs over the last 3 innings. Highland to tie it is another good eye by Lundius. Makes it 2-0.
Well, one of those things.
Well, this is low, 3-0.
Had the lead, bullpen gives up some, so starting pitchers are off the hook for wins and losses. It all comes down to the bullpen.
3 balls, no strikes. Inside strike now in the inner half. 3 balls, 1 strike to Lundius. This spot in the order is actually 0 for 3. Now low. So 3-1 turns into a walk, and that'll get to Zach Brookman.
Yeah. Maybe Brookman, hot bat, last part of the year, can get something going.
Yeah, we'll go to the on-deck circle for the Rams. 6-6 here in the top of the 8th. We're in extras. It's foul behind us. This game is now 2 hours and 16 minutes old.
Yeah. That happens.
It will.
Especially on days like today. But it was a good game.
We got something waiting for us in New Maiden, so we'll be okay. Specify that. Gelato.
Yeah.
As it's 1-1 now.
Although the best sign on the way over was over by
beginners.
Not for beginners. What they say about here, called tag.
1 ball, 1 strike. 1 on, 2 outs here in the 8th. Tied at 6. Pitch on the way to Brookman out in front. It'll be fouled off. 1-2.
That may have been one of the classic signs I've seen in a while.
Oh, yeah. Got all types of animals. Had fish and deer. Had a fish bowl on there.
Yeah.
1-2 the count to Brookman. The runner on and 2 outs. Popped up, coming to the right side. Could be some room here to make the grab. It'll just hit the fence. Good climb, though, by the first baseman, Stanfield.
He's been there a time or two.
Practiced that as a little kid, probably.
Yeah.
Count stays the same. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Speedy First Bank of the Heartland. Always bank on your hometown team. Mount Vernon Dix whoop on tonight at 5 Jefferson County branches. Welcome back to Personal Banking.
Tonight, 74 years ago, was the first night game in St. Louis Sportsman Park.
Nice. The 1-2 comes, fouled off. Workman fights off another.
The Indians beat the Browns 3-2 behind Bob Feller. Interesting little tidbit.
Yeah, it is.
71 years ago today.
Been what, 43?
40. 74 years.
Gotcha.
74.
My bad.
I did. 74 years. That's crazy.
Brookman fights off another one, extending this at bat with a 1-2 count, 2 outs, a runner on first, the top of the 8th. We are tied at 6. It should be the top of the order coming. In the bottom half for the Bulldogs as the runner's going on a ball call inside 2-2. Safe at second is Lundius. Slid in.
Need a base hit. Base hit with a 4-run, hopefully.
A great at bat for Zach Brookman. Fighting off pitch after pitch. 2-2 the count, 2 outs. Runner on second base here in the 8th is this. We pop foul again behind the backstop. Can't argue that.
This will be the 9th pitch in the at-bat for Mr. Brookman to see.
Here in the 8th, 6-6 ball game. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A runner on, 2 outs. Go ahead run on second. This is going to be a ground ball. Lundius tried to screen the shortstop. Good stretch by the first baseman. It's 6-3. He'll retire. The side is a Rams strand. Their 6th runner. We head to the bottom of the 8th, tied at 6. This is Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
This is your local State Farm agent, Tony Wilt. I want to thank Mount Vernon and the surrounding area for continuing to support us over the past 5 years. If you have never sat down with someone to go over your insurance program, let me invite you into our office. Let us show you what working with the industry leader, represented by a local agent, can do for you. I'm located just off 42nd Street. You can reach our office 24 hours a day at 242-1421 or on the web at tonywilt.com. Thanks again, and go Rams.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One account is a high-interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball.
Welcome back on AM 940 and WMIXSports.com as we head to the bottom of the eighth. For Highland, it'll be 1, 2, and 3. Cody Bentledge, Nick Falkenbush, and Joe Duncan. And we're tied in the bottom half of this eighth inning. 6-6 ball game. Here comes the first pitch from Aaron Morgan, who's been laboring. Quick ground ball to second. Over to first for the out. There's your 4-3. So one pitch, one out. That does Morgan favor.
Well, that helps.
Well, neither starter will factor in the decision, obviously, with a tie ball game here in extra innings. That's the first pitch high to Falkenbush, 1-0. He's walked and he's singled in his last two at-bats. Makes the plate appearances now. 1-0 coming, still high. Not quite as tall as the batter before, so 2-0 is the count. One checking is free checking with high yield interest available at Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. It's 2-0, catches the very inside corner. 2-1 with one out, the base is empty in the bottom of the eighth. 6-6. We're all tied up. Hitting on the elbow. That puts a runner on. It's the winning run on first here in the eighth, and this will bring in the always dangerous Joe Duncan. Start out 2 for 2. Now he's 0 his last two to make him 2 for 4. Eighth inning action from Glick Park and Highland. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski on WMIX. They check on the runner at first.
I'm here to tell you, Pete Baumgartner's going to be warmed up. He's ran down there and thrown about 800 times a day in this game.
He's the guy that the video game would show about a 66% fatigue factor now. Back in the day. You'd warm up to get to 100%. He's already back down on the other side. Is this going to be a strike low?
Pitch, low and away. Nothing the hitter could do with it. Didn't want anything to do with it.
Nothing in one the count with one out here in the eighth. 6-6 is your score. Here comes the pitch from Aaron Morgan. That's going to be low. Even count of 1-1 to Duncan. Geppert is on deck. Out of the stretch, the right-hander Morgan. Ooh, look that in there for a strike, 1-2. Hoping for, I think, a favor. Trying not to swing. Runner on first is Falkenbush at third base, but they'll check on him. Not much doing there. It'll stay a 1-2 count. One out here in the bottom of the eighth. 6-6. Rams and Bulldogs are all tied up before heading to the postseason next week. As the next one comes, this one is going to be hard hit towards center. Shouldn't be a problem for Blake Jones. There's your second out.
Yep. All the outfielders playing a little deeper. No doubles defense here in late innings. Corners will play on the line or near to prevent doubles. Now, Mr. Geppert will step in. A couple of hits today. Contact 3 of the 4 times he's been up to bat.
Now Morgan sat out of the stretch against the left-handed Geppert. He had a 2 RBI single earlier in the game, and now takes a first pitch strike. Left-hander down here, 0-1. Winning run on first in the bottom of the 8th. 2 outs, though. 6-6 is your score. Rams would have the top of the order due up at the top of the 9th. I don't think we've gone past the 9th, have we? We'll check on the runner at first. He's back in time.
What happened?
Oh, no. Is there a 10th? Did we get that far?
Not in the book.
Oh, man, that's crazy. We'll check on the runner again. Nothing doing. Got to keep him honest, though, with 2 outs. Some surprises, some non-surprises today. Of course, the 1A and 2A regionals. Tennis sectionals today across the region as well, and across the state. As the 0-1 pitch is coming, that's going to miss just off of the plate, 1-1. We'll have a full scoreboard later tonight at WMIXsports.com. As we look for the 1-1 to Geppert with the runner going. Here comes the throw. And it looks like he is safe at second.
Oh, my.
Looks like he was out, but he's safe. From our perspective, that's what that would suggest. So now the winning run in scoring position here. 1-2, however, is the count to Grant Geppert. Starts the game, now not a decision maker. Could be a decision maker with the bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Nice try. Won't work twice.
Game.
Yeah.
Got to do what you got to do, though.
You have to do what you got to do. That works every once in a while. Probably not there again. Westland beats Central 8-4.
So that one of the few I got right today.
We've been told to stop with somebody.
Got it. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Hugo with Danny Czerwinski, WMIX Mount Brennan, and free service from Withers Broadcasting. As we enter the bottom of the 1 o'clock hour, the 1-2 fouled, straight back, past the backstop fence. There we go.
Patience, Texters. Patience, scoreboard update. We'll give a full one here in a little bit.
Yeah, probably not right now.
Yeah, we'll get one to you, though.
1-2 the count, 2 gone. Bottom of the 8th, tied at 6. The winning run on second base for the Bulldogs. The starting pitcher, Grant Geppert, is at the plate. Not still in the game as the pitcher, however. Aaron Morgan out of the stretch. The right-hander looks back. The runner on second. Here comes the 1-2. That one's slicing toward. That's going to be a fair ball. Down the third base line in left field, and that's going to win it for the Bulldogs. They take it 7-6. Running on, obviously, with 2 outs was Nick Balkenbush. He comes in to score easily. We'll tell you all about this 7-6 Highland win in our Schmitz-Freley Cadillac postgame show. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC.
Whether it's Mother Nature's inability to decide on a season, a weekend that got a little out of hand, or just life, there's always something looking to damage your vehicle. This is Chase Landers from Landers Collision Centers. Maybe winter weather turned your full-size sedan into a compact, or a little hail has your truck looking like Swiss cheese. Perhaps a deer decided to go for a ride on your hood, or maybe your truck is missing its hitch and bumper after pulling your little brother out of the ditch last weekend. Did a bad breakup leave a little graffiti on your SUV? We hope not, but we've seen it all, and we certainly don't judge. Whatever mess life has created for your vehicle, we'll clean it up. As a direct repair facility for many insurance companies, we take care of just about everything, even getting you into a temporary vehicle while we restore yours. That's the Landers difference. Top to bottom, big or small, Landers fixes them all. Come see us in Mount Vernon and Salem and ask us about free detailing for the life of your vehicle. Or call 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
How can we keep the people we love safe and secure in their own home? Let the Medicine Shop's home medical equipment team help you with all your mobility and specialty product needs. They provide mobility products like motorized scooters, wheelchairs, and home stair lifts. The Medicine Shop's expertly trained staff can also provide car and van lift installations, and they offer a full-service repair facility for medical equipment, whether you purchased it from them or somewhere else. Here's pharmacist and pharmacy owner Eric Black.
We service a 60-mile radius area, so a pretty wide area. We service orders from several area hospitals, and we have the staff in place that really sets us apart. We have 3 respiratory therapists and 2 seating specialists to help with seating on wheelchair and power chair needs. And we just feel that we have the staff and the warehousing and the facilities in place to really set us apart from any of our competitors in the area.
The Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
I'm Jeremy Pearson with a look at your next rad weather. It will be pleasant throughout today with a blend of clouds and sunshine, high 77, partly cloudy skies tonight, low 59. It will be warm tomorrow with a blend of clouds and sunshine. There will be a shower or thunderstorm around late in the day or at night, high tomorrow 81. It's looking very warm on your Memorial Day and humid with a blend of clouds and sunshine. There will be a shower or thunderstorm, high 85. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
This is Mount Vernon Rams baseball from WMIX Sports. The Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show starts now.
Welcome back to Highlands Blick Park, 7-6 your final. The Bulldogs win it in the bottom of the 8th on a walk-off base hit by Grant Geppert, has scored Nick Balkenbush around from second base. So, 7-6 your final. This is your Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show. Find them next to our WMIX studios at 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon, online at schmidtchevrolet.com. As the Bulldogs get their 21st win of the year, the Rams finish the regular season at 18-16-1. Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. He has all of your numbers for this one.
Mount Vernon, 6 runs, 7 hits, 5 errors, 6 left on base. Highland, 7 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors, 10 left on base. Tyler Kimball, the winner. Aaron Morgan, the loser in a game that took 2 hours and 26 minutes. Highland wins 7-6.
There you go. The Rams will next play on Thursday against Marion in the Mount Vernon Regional. We'll have that game for you. 4:15 your pregame, 4:30 your first pitch. That'll be on Thursday. We'll take a break on your Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show. Come back with your player of the game. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
You need a great quality, new-to-you vehicle. There's a reason why Second Chance Auto has been helping put families into affordable, dependable vehicles for over 34 years. Honest, fair deals. Ain't nothing fancy, just great vehicles with warranties and bank rate financing for all. That's the only way Second Chance Auto will do business. They're receiving new vehicles every day. So be sure to stop by and find out how you can save thousands on the total cost of your vehicle. Helping people get out a great, dependable vehicle for over 34 years. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582.
Registration for fall classes at Rinley College is going on now. With more than 100 degree and certificate programs, RLC can put you on the fast track to a new career or to continue your education. More affordable than four-year universities and private schools, you can save thousands of dollars at RLC. Our trained academic counselors will make sure you're on the right path, whether you plan to transfer to a four-year university or head straight into the workforce. Walk-in registration continues through August 15th. Call us at 437-5321 or find us online at rlc.edu. Rinley College, your journey starts here.
Find us on Facebook. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
WMIX, WMIXSports.com. The Mount Vernon Rams fall in the regular season finale. Their record drops to 18-16-1. Highland improves to 21-13 with a 7-6 win, walk-off variety in 8 innings here from Glick Park. This is your Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show. We wrap it up with your player of the game. Our player of the game is?
We're going to go with Mr. Blake Jones. Pitched very well in 5 innings. Did not get a win today, but pitched very well. Probably deserved the win in the long run. People play with their phones and not paying attention to the coaches in front of us, and they are coaches. There you go. So that takes care of things for us here. Back on the air Tuesday, Lady Rams softball from the Heron Regional. 4:15 your pregame there, 4:30 your first pitch. They have the Carbondale Terriers. Next Rams broadcast is Thursday at the Mount Vernon Regional. They have the Marion Wildcats. 4:15 the pregame, 4:30 first pitch. We will talk to you then. For Danny Czerwinski, for Holly Carroll, for all of us at WMIX Sports. Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Don't forget graduation. Watch it tonight, WMIX94.com. Presented by Rinley College. For all of those aforementioned, I'm Chris Hugo. Remind you of the final score. The Highland Bulldogs 7, the Mount Vernon Rams 6 in 8 innings. So long for Madison County.
Thank you for listening to Mount Vernon Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports. Mount Vernon Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports is sponsored by the official voice of Rams Athletics, Community First Bank of the Heartland, Welcome back to Personal Banking. Rams Baseball is also sponsored in part by the Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. Red Lake College. Save thousands on your college education. Log on to rlc.edu. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a Hospital. Raising the Bar. Winning Edge. Schmidt Ford of Salem. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Landers Collision Centers of Mount Vernon and Salem. Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac of Mount Vernon. And People's National Bank. Stay in the game on Twitter. Follow us at WMIX Sports or log on to WMIXSports.com. Now back to America's best music on the legendary WMIX.